So, last adventure, our heroes made it home. Upon that upon that home returning, I can English so well. Uh, Professor Friedrich ended up glowing for 2 hours because something on his person made him trigger the barrier. We were able to get past the guards, or he was able to get past the guards and make them think it was just a malfunction. We returned the supplies to our handler, which had changed from, what was her name?
Vana.
From Vana to a meanie bobini
Helmet.
who Sheila tried and very badly lied to. And the group turned over the black sludge in the bottle, as well as the journal that Velfi had copied, or Friedrich had copied, on our way home. And upon that, we went to Velfi and Sheila made their way to the bar and proceeded to have multiple fuck-ups. Velfi got her first time drunk, danced on a table, sang a lovely song. Sheila saw a person of... Oh my god, words are hard today.
Interest?
A memory? Interest, thank you. Saw a person of interest, and as Sheila went after them, Ruin came into the bar with a top hat for his new bestie at the bar. And Friedrich was having a conversation with two young siblings on their adventure to reunite a soul to a young body. Sheila ended up making her way to the underground, where Ruin shortly followed her to make sure that she was okay. Velfi was escorted out of the bar to the tea house by... I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. Antir?
Antir.
Okay. And our party learned more about themselves. That's where my memory forgot.
And Ruin...
Yes.
Had a whole situation happen with the
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And the
Ruin
Order
got kidnapped.
Kind of, not necessarily kidnapped. Ruin chose to go, right? Ruin's like, okay, I'll put the blindfold on, let's go. And then
all right, whatever.
took this black serum looking thing. But you have 2 points of inspiration.
Yay! Thank you.
You're
I was
welcome.
like, I did a bad job.
No, you didn't. You did good. But we're actually going to pick up where we left off last week with Ruin just getting this injection.
Yay.
The man in the slates and black robes just cackles. Welcome to my covenant. There are some people I wish for you to hunt down. There are traitors among us, and we're slowly trying to filter them out. Your job is currently to do that. Arlo Einar was one of them. Speak of this to no one. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, sounds straightforward to me.
He's going to look over at where Chameleon is. Take him back. Chameleon is going to nod, and they are going to hand you the blindfold again.
Yay, road trip!
And then you're going to have that feeling again of weightlessness. And like you'll hit the ground for a second and then almost feel like you're turned around and then back off to some swishing noise. It's very disorienting and motion sickness feeling, and you finally land in what feels like the room you were staying in, and all you're going to hear is what do you do?
Wait for a moment and then take off the blindfold.
You're back in your room. No one is there.
Well, and I'm gonna look down at my arm that just got the serum injected into it and go, "This is a thing." And then I'm going to attempt to go back to bed or finish because we had just like started a long rest. So I'm going to attempt to finish a long rest.
You will need constant injections from now on. Make sure
Oh.
you stay up to date with them.
How will I find? Do I have to come back to you to get them?
They'll call you.
All right then.
And you guys can all take a long rest. So morning
Cool.
comes, and you all feel the vibration of your pin very early.
I feel like Ruin got like barely a long rest.
He's not
And it's just
exhausted
like,
or anything, so he's okay.
No, I just like woke up and was like, oh god. It's Dalmet.
And you will all hear through your pins. This is Dalmet requesting your presence now.
It started off nice with a request, and then
And then he turned back into Dalmet.
what time of day is it? Like you said early, like 5
It's
a.m.?
early, like 5, 6 in the morning.
Oh, so Friedrich would have already been up, probably. He's an old man.
Friedrich's been up for 4 hours already.
Yeah.
No. Sheila's
I'll
just
just-
gonna get out of bed and stretch.
Well, he's gonna, like those Disney scenes where like the princess wakes up beautifully. Belfie's gonna wake up like birds are singing and everything's really happy because she had that tea that got rid of her hangover. So she's gonna be like, oh, what a wonderful night.
Are you guys heading to base?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
Yeah.
make my way there.
Yes. I'm gonna start making my way
Of course.
downtown.
Get my stuff together and make my way towards base.
So I'll say you guys all get there around the same time and kind of see each other in the front of the door. It's pretty crowded this morning. A lot of reapers are going in to get their orders. You see some familiar faces, some other faces you haven't really spoken to. They're all like going in or walking out with their orders, getting ready for whatever mission they have been sent on today.
So,
Okay.
are
Morning,
we in the
gang.
building? Like in the meeting chambers?
Up to y'all. Are y'all still outside the door, or have you guys all walked in together?
I kind of
guess-
assumed we meet in the big, like, open
I would like to
area.
walk in as a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we all meet up with each other.
So you guys will see the unknowns on the walls passing out orders, and you guys see Dalmet where Vanna used to sit.
Miss Vana.
I miss Fauna too, Belfie. Dalment it is, though.
I'm sure he's nice underneath it all.
Pretty sure it would have been nicer had I not been a dick and lied to him, but, here we are. I'm
Oh.
just full of good choices.
Yeah, first you're stealing from kids and now you're lying to higher ups.
I'm never going to live that down, am I?
No, you are not.
He was a suit of armor kid. Like, he could take care of himself. He didn't need, like, it was just selfish.
Oh, gosh.
Hmm.
So as you guys make your way up to Dalmet, he is just slowly writing things down. He hasn't picked up his head to look at you yet. But again, You can't see any of his features. You don't know what he is, who he is, besides the name he has given you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
He is going to slide you a map. Your next assignment is to rid monstrosities from the Druid farm. Speak with Golmac for more information. 200 gold pieces will be presented to each of you once you return. Rations have been provided. This is your map. Do you have any questions?
How
was your
many
night?
days?
None of your concern.
Go ahead, Sheila.
How many days rations do we have?
4. Should take you a day
Thank
and
you.
a half to get there.
Do we have intel on what kind of monstrosities are on the Druid farm?
A lot.
Who was it you said to speak with?
Golmac.
Goldmag. Can you point us in his direction? Or her
Is he related to
direction?
Big Mac?
What is a Big Mac?
You know, it's like Gold Mac, just bigger.
Hmm.
That's the secret sauce. I'm gonna go now. Have a great day.
And he's just going to push the map again. Your directions?
Well, thank you, Delmet. A pleasure as usual.
Such a sunny disposition.
And he's just going to stare.
Don't go being too friendly. Someone might get the wrong idea. I'm just gonna grab the map.
Have a great day, Delmet. And then Velfie's going to turn around and follow the professor.
He's just sitting with his hands clasped. And he's going to look at Ruin because Ruin hasn't left yet. Anything else?
No, I'm good. And Ruin's gonna stand there just a little bit too long just to make it kind of awkward.
When
And
he
then turn around
notices
and
that's
leave.
the idea, he's just going to go back to work and pretend that you're not even there.
Before I go, can I get a new crystal?
Oh, you came back. He's just going to reach behind his desk, grab a crystal.
Thank you.
Don't break it.
I won't. I didn't last time, by the way. It was a stupid hand, but I digress.
I hope to hear more about that in your report.
Dr. Friedrich wrote it. I went to public school. I can't write. Bye.
Does anyone know who Goldmac is?
I will say everybody but Velfie will know who Golmac is. Golmac is the person in charge of the Druid farm. Each one of you has been a couple of times, but you haven't been down there very often. Sheila and Ruin, you would have been there for like just missions and making sure, like protection detail, making sure the farmers and everybody is okay. Friedrich, you would have been called down to deal with like, you know, doctor issues. But you guys know what Golmac is, a furbolg. He's a little older and he's actually got a big scar across his eye that has made his eye very cloudy. He can't see out of it. He's only got one good working eye. He's purple tinted fur and he has a wreath of greenery that he usually has around his head. Very gentle, very kind, old furbolg.
And the Druid farm is like a center of agriculture, like where all the food comes from. I
This is
guess.
where all the food and everything that is provided to Sydonea comes from.
Do they grow schnickel bombs there?
They have been growing schnickel bombs as of late. Timble would have mentioned that, and so would have Calandra.
Cool, cool.
So, who is
That's the
Golmac?
name.
So Golmac he essentially, I guess he manages The farm. Sort of like
The farm.
the
Okay.
head of where all of our food comes from.
Cool. I'm excited to meet them. Maybe we'll get some Snickoba.
Hopefully, they didn't really tell us much about what's going on out there, though. He just sort of
You're
said
muted.
there's
My bad.
He just sort of said there's monstrosities, but like, I don't know. Dominic never seems to have much personality to his speech. It's hard to tell how serious it might be. Everything is serious.
One of these days, Golmac will let me paint or pet his fur. It's so soft looking.
Never asked him.
I'm too scared, but I know he's really nice.
Do we want to go somewhere and grab like an extra few days rations just in case something happens and we need to do any exploring this time around?
You know, I think that's a great idea because there's another shop. I want to stop by that magic shop again and speak to the lady.
Serafina?
Farafina?
Serafina?
You talking about
Yes.
at the Veiled Gaze, Seraphina?
Yes. I misplaced my other notebook.
Yeah, that would be interesting. If she's operating this time of day.
Y'all know Seraphina is pretty much open all the time.
Yeah.
Where could we get rations? Is there like a general store or something?
You could probably get some rations from the Veiled Gaze.
Okay.
I'm down.
Let's go to
Let's
the
go to the
Veiled
Veiled
Gaze.
Gaze. Anywhere else anyone wants to stop? I'm assuming we don't want to drink before we go. It seems to be a habit of ours, but I think we should get away from it.
I think we're good after
Wait,
last
is
night's
it-
adventures.
It's a ritual. We gotta keep it going.
I think we'll have a lot to drink to when we return.
All right.
Maybe. I mean, I won't get in your way.
All right.
You seem to be
No.
doing really well this morning, by the way.
I feel so good. I feel so refreshed. That tea that Colandra gave me yesterday was incredible. Absolutely
tea?
I'm
incredible.
going to get some of that.
I leave y'all alone for 5 minutes and you make new friends?
Oh, did I not tell you guys what happened?
No.
Okay.
So as we walk through town, we can catch up.
Yes. So I'll relay that information, everything that happened to me at the bar, to the party. Ruin and Sheila, I guess, who weren't there. So yeah, I was followed.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're safe.
Me too.
Wow.
I don't know.
You had a wild night.
So creepy drow guy following you around. That's
I guess I don't know. I still don't know who it was, but I
Did you
don't
get a good look
know.
at him?
No, but I didn't even know that someone was following me until Andir had said something about it. And he pulled me out of the bar.
Well, apparently Andir was following a bit too. If he
Yeah,
knew to keep an eye on you, which he
exactly.
seems harmless enough given his, we know his mother, but
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
I don't think Andir has bad intentions. Plus, I mean, he's kind of
he has
cute too.
bad
So.
intentions, but he definitely had
he
his
just-
eye on you.
the poor boy
You
seems
discovered his
real
intentions.
awkward.
I get
I
that.
don't know. But-
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm sorry to just run out and leave you. Had to run a quick errand.
That's fine. I had fun. We did
Good.
great things in the bar. Professor talked about bones or bodies. It was bodies,
That I
right?
like
I
to
don't know.
do
I was
occasionally, yeah. When I get a drink or two in me, I just open up.
Talk about
Wow.
bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor, am I right?
But everyone seems to be doing well. Everyone have a good evening. Feel rested.
Very well rested. Ready to tackle this day. No, I'm not. I want to go to sleep. I'll sleep on Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, other than
Mondays.
getting woken up really early, since Dalmet is such a nice guy and wanted to give us an early start.
You know, he's just wanting us to get the most out of our daylight.
Yeah, they
Yep.
like to get started early. I found. Yeah.
Well, I only need 4 hours of sleep, so.
I don't know if Dolmet needs.
And you need 4 hours of sleep.
Sorry, guys.
So at about this time, you guys are coming up to the Veiled Gaze. Again, there is no open sign or anything like that, but there is a, the normal door, very, not well hidden, I don't want to call it that, but it just fits in and doesn't look like it's out of place, but there is no open sign, but you guys do know she is probably there.
And I'm just going to waltz in. Not actually waltz. I'm going to walk in. Very normally.
Would she have rations too, or would that be somewhere like a general store type of thing?
She'd probably have rations, and if these rations aren't up to your, what's the word I'm looking for? What exactly you want, you probably can go to Enchanty as well.
Okay.
Enchanty had the
particularly picky.
nachos.
I mean, I don't think nachos will keep very well traveling.
No, but breakfast.
Well, I guess let's just see what Seraphina has, and we can make a decision from there.
Absolutely. Where is she? Does anybody see her? Seraphina.
So as you guys walk in and say her name, she's going to peek her head around like a curtain wall and kind of like open it. Yes, dearies, what can I do for you? It's very early in the morning. Everything
Sorry for the early
okay?
disturbance.
We're working for Dalmet now. He likes to get an
Oh.
early start.
Oh, dearie. Yeah, he's not the nice one from what I have learned.
Have you ever met him?
I don't go in there.
Smart lady.
Understandable.
Yes. But she looks very well put together. Still the very platinum blonde hair, green eyes, like smudgy eyeliner. She looks very well put together considering it is 6 o'clock in the morning. But what can I do for you? And she's still just kind of like peeking her head through the curtains. Is there something you guys would like to purchase? Or is this just a, hello, how are you doing?
Oh, goodness. As much as we love you, we know you're a busy, busy lady.
Oh,
We have to go fight some big bads at the Druid Gardens. And we wanted to see if you had anything that could lend a helping hand.
Not at the current time. I'm not sure what exactly you're looking for a helping hand.
What does she sell again?
She is the eerie masks, forbidden tomes, and cursed relics, but she is also the information broker.
Yes. Well, I need a helping hand. Do you have a moment where we could speak a little less busy?
Like privately away from your circle?
Yes. Just momentarily. Something personal.
She's gonna open the curtains.
That's not sketchy at all.
She's gonna
It's
open the
fine.
curtains and
It's personal.
back here.
Lady
Careful.
problems ruin you wouldn't understand.
I'm just gonna peruse the shelves with my hands behind my back. The old man walk.
You can just see the chicken walk. Can you get information on a certain brothel owner by the name of Theron?
For a price?
What's your price?
150 gold pieces. He's not one you want to mess with, dearie.
He's one that I need to mess with.
I worry for you then.
Can you do it
150
for
gold
60?
pieces. No. You're asking me to put my life on the line. That is not something I do cheaply.
Understandably. I'm gonna think on that and I'll come back.
Perfect.
But thank you, dearie.
Mm.
And I'm gonna just pop out of the curtain. All right. Who's next?
And she's just gonna peek her head back out again. And while you were walking back there, you would have noticed, like, she had her bedroom door open and there was somebody sleeping in the bed with her and, like, just kind of having, like, the very seductive like blanket over the private parts and kind of went like this when they saw you walk past.
Morning. Good night, huh?
And he's just staring. This got uncomfortable, and he's going to wave his hands and slam the door shut.
Yes, that's what I do.
That's fine.
And she's going to come back, sorry, lovely, and kind of tap the door and peek her head back out of the curtains. Can I do anything for the rest of you?
Do you have anything, like, just in case we end up... We're supposed to be gone for about 4 days. We have 4 days of rations. I didn't know if you had anything in case we needed a couple of extra days should something happen.
I can give you 2 extra days each, as long as you promise to bring back information.
Good deal.
And she's going to go back in the back and pull out these ration containers. And there's enough for 2 extra ones for each of you. Just make sure to bring back juicy information for me.
Anything particular you want to know?
I like dealing in information, as you guys seem to know already.
Have you heard of anything going on at the Druid Farms?
The Druid Farms, from what I can put together, have a very foul energy about them recently.
Any idea what may have happened? Or caused something like that?
I'm not 100% sure. That's the reason I'm offering you these rations, so you can inform me as well.
Yeah, we can let you know what we find.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
Things have changed drastically in the last couple of months, and I don't know why. And I have no desire of leaving. This is my home, but I do want to know why.
Maybe we can have sort of a ongoing partnership. Maybe there's no need to be so transactional. It can just be sort of a free flow of information, as long as we sort of uphold our end, of course.
Well, dearie, then I'm out of business if I do that for everybody.
Things of more significant risk, I understand, but, you know, maybe think on it.
Slight information we can look into. More important details, though, there's always a price.
Fair enough.
Anything else I can do for you, dearies?
Oh, no, I don't see any tomes that I need at this time.
I have a question.
Yes.
It might be a bit heavy for this time of the morning. Have you ever moved a soul from one body to another?
Will the rest of you leave?
Sorry, I thought it was a bit of light
Yeah,
chit-chat.
yeah, this sounds like something I don't want to know exactly what's going on.
I mean,
So
I want to
gonna-
know what's going on.
I'm
For science.
I'm gonna head over to the blacksmith, I guess, because there's some things that I might need to look into.
The pointy end?
I'll just go
Yeah,
wait
nice.
outside.
I'm a follow Ruin.
Cool. So once it is just Friedrich and Seraphina, if you hurt those boys, you will be dealing with me.
So you're familiar then.
I am, and I have not found anything. So are you on their side? Or are you planning to turn them in?
They've asked me for help. It sounds like they've asked you for the same. Is that true?
Yes, and they are little beings, little souls, and I'd prefer to see them safe.
Yeah, I have no desire to see them harmed in any way. As you can imagine, the soul is a bit outside of the physiological realm that I'm familiar with, but they've asked me for help. I would like to help, and I have a bit of a professional curiosity about it as well.
I am looking for things as well.
Do you know much about souls? Concept of it? It's not something that really enters into a medical textbook.
The only thing that I know of souls is that you are supposed to be born with one. It is very rare when someone doesn't have one.
Do you think anything happens to the soul if you become infected?
I'd like to think that it passes to the other side, whatever the other side is. We don't really have a whole lot of information on that. It could be dependent on if you serve any of the gods that they typically push around here, or if you believe in something else. I've never died. I do not know what happens to a soul afterwards.
I suppose it's all speculation. So do you think someone dies when they become infected, or does a part of them remain? No one's ever been cured of it, to my knowledge.
The only thing I know of this virus is if you get it, it's almost a sure thing that you die. No one's survived it yet.
Quick DM question.
Yeah.
Do they die outright, or do they like turn into something?
They either die or they like morph into this thing. But then again, you guys are hunting them down, so they're pretty much going to die if they get infected.
But not necessarily like... I'm trying to think of a comparison.
Like the soul dies and then it's just mindless.
Like a zombie, even though I wouldn't know what a zombie is. But like...
You don't know. And neither does she.
Fair enough.
I guess in terms of that, it just depends on your viewpoint. Are the monsters that you slay still people?
I don't know. They don't appear to be. They don't appear to be... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It will come to me. But it appears to be a very one-way thing. Once you're infected, that's it. That is your existence until you die. If it's even still you anymore.
As far as we know.
Well, I am looking to help those two boys. And if you learn anything, I would gladly compensate you in some way for whatever you could offer that would help.
Well, you compensated me the last time we were here. I did not find much, but I found this. And she's going to slide a scroll to you. That is a scroll of identify. It should allow you, since you're into the magical sort of things, you should be able to copy it into, I think they call it your little spell book.
Yes, that's the common term for it. I appreciate this. I'm assuming am I familiar somewhat with identify as a spell, or maybe am I completely unfamiliar with it?
No, you would be familiar with it. It does allow you to identify things, and kind of give you an idea of what they do.
Things of a magical nature, right?
Yeah. You may want to go into the underground and speak to Dice.
Dice in the underground. How would one access the underground?
There is an entrance on the west side of town, the long spiraling staircase, with the big tower looming over it. Be careful going down there. There is no law. There is no justice. Very dangerous down there. And if you get caught poking where you're not supposed to, consider your life forfeit.
That sounds a bit like outside the barrier, so I may be able to manage.
But come to me again whenever you are ready to see dice, and I can lead you to them.
Who is Dice? What do they do?
Dice owns I don't want to call it a bookstore, but he likes to hoard anything with information. One of my dearest friends.
I appreciate it. I will let you know. And we can let you know what we learn from the farms here.
Sounds like an alliance.
I'm going to reach out to shake her hand.
She's going to put her hand in yours like this.
I'm just going to give it a little shake. Pull my hand back.
You might want to catch up with the rest of your circle, dearie, before they think that you have gone missing. Or maybe that I have eaten you.
Have a great day.
And while this is happening, we're going to go over to Ruin. What are you doing at the pointy end?
I want to inquire about a slightly stronger shield.
Ooh, okay.
Like, I don't know if the blacksmith would be the person that would have, like, I mean, I just have a basic shield. Is seeing if he had something a little, like...
What are you buying?
A shield? One that's hopefully better. One that's hopefully better than this one.
He's going to look around for a second. As much as I hate to admit it, that is not my forte. You might want to go to the Iron Nut for that and speak with Merryweather.
Would Ruin know where the Iron Nut is?
It's literally right next door.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they don't like recommending each other to each other. But they literally sell
Thanks.
the
I'll make
exact opposite.
I'll make sure to let him know that you recommended me to her.
Great.
Over to the Iron Nut.
And it literally has, like, on the door, like a little acorn that is made of steel above the door. And you walk in.
Oh,
and
that kind of nut.
and welcome to the Iron Nut. And there's this little half elf. He's pretty short for a half elf. Most of them are very tall and elegant. He's very lanky and looks like if you poked him the wrong way, he would fall over. He's got dark brown hair, like these pretty honey-colored eyes, and he's got like a scar across his lip. Hello. Welcome to the Iron Nut. What can I do for you?
I'm inquiring about a slightly better shield than what I've got right now.
Shield.
Your neighbor next door at the pointy end said that you might have something.
Oh, he did? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like he's actually being nice today. That is very, very, very rare.
That seems like a thing that's going around. Is just not being nice. I don't understand it.
You live in Sydonea, darling. What else do you expect?
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me see what all I have in the back here. And he's just gonna kind of like mumble to himself for a second. He's gonna go kind of like in the back storage room, and you just hear like a bunch of like armor and metal clanking and
Wanging and banging around.
yeah. And he is going to come out with a very pretty silver colored shield. I have this. It is a little expensive, but if you're looking for a really nice shield, this is a nice one.
How expensive is a little expensive?
I could sell it for 750 gold pieces.
Ho! You weren't kidding when you said a little expensive.
Yes, this
that is
very well made on my part.
I mean, I can see that it's well made, but unfortunately, that is well outside of my outside of my range at the moment.
A little outside of your range. Okay, let me go in the back and see what else I can find. And he's going to take his shield back into the back room, and you're still going to hear the like sound of metal clanking and everything. And he's going to come back out with another. It's not as nice. It's wooden. And it's very well made, but it's just not quite as nice. And he's going to hold it out. I have this for 112 gold pieces.
Is there any way that we could just do 100 flat?
Roll me a persuasion.
No, we can't. That was a 3. It turns into a 8. But still, probably not.
I could do 110.
I mean, would I, like, looking at it, can I see that it's...
So you would know
like
this
a
is
+1
yeah, this is a
shield,
+1
or-
shield.
You know what? It is very fine craftsmanship, and it does look like it'll do exactly what I need it to do. So I will, 110 sounds fair.
Thank you. I made this myself the other day. I'm very proud of it. And he's just going to kind of hold it. It's way bigger than he is and looks like it's about to drag him down. This man looks like he could not hold a shield to save his life. He's so lanky and tall and no muscle.
I will take the shield and just kind of... Do you have any use for this one, or should I just get rid of it and, like, pull out my old one that's just kind of a shield?
He's going to take it, look it over. I could probably mess around with this and do something with it. You know, it's better to reuse things and make them better once you've lost use of it. And he's going to like slide 25 gold pieces to you to pay you for it.
Oh.
I like this.
Okay.
I will find something nice to do with this. And he's just kind of like looking it over.
Thank you so much.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that is all that I need. I don't know if... Sheila, I know you're behind me.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi. I am just kind of tagging along, just seeing what cool pointy things we can do to get stabby.
Well, the pointy place is the burly man across the way. I don't make pointy stuff.
Yeah, and then we got sent here, so now I'm just looking. Looks like you got a lot of big dinner plates.
I like to think of them a little nicer than dinner plates.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I
And
would
he's just
like
gonna kind of
Sheila.
like look down for a second. And now he's considering if all of his armor looks like dinner plates and what he needs to do to fix this. This is not the type of armor he wanted to make.
Sheila lacks tact sometimes.
We call it emotional intelligence.
Yeah, she lacks that.
I just need to make my things a little nicer.
They're gorgeous. Have you seen some of the dinner? Absolutely. Chef's kiss. I gotta stop using food metaphors. Gorgeous. Love them. Wouldn't want to use them. They're so pretty.
Well, that would put me out of a job if you didn't want to use it.
I'm gonna go wait outside. Have a great day. Meeting you.
Thank you.
Bye.
I hope you have a great day as well. Sir, how can I make these look not like dinner plates and usable?
They don't look like dinner plates. Sheila doesn't understand shields.
I heard that.
Okay.
I wasn't being quiet.
You're not wrong. I'm a sorceress. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense now.
Yeah. Yeah. Velfie? I don't know where she went.
I waited outside. Yeah, I waited outside the field gaze.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. If you ever have any armor pieces that you want to have repurposed, be very happy to help. And I'm sure Burley over there would help repurpose any weapons you have no use of anymore.
Yeah, but see, you're friendlier than he is, so...
He's not that bad once you get to know him. He's actually rather sweet. Just very tough exterior.
Like a lot of us here. And I'm just going to nod and head out.
Have a great day.
You too.
With that, we're gonna go back to Friedrich and Velfie.
Quick DM question.
Yes.
Or request, rather. Either I can go do this now, or perhaps we could retcon it. I did not bring the spell book with me that I wanted to, that was under my floorboards. So I think I need to go back and grab that.
Yeah.
Do you want to just retcon and say you picked it up on your way out? Or do you want to go back?
Your universe.
Or is there something you'd like to do and introduce the group to?
Oh, no.
Okay, then if there's nothing
I
you
just
want
want to have it.
You just want to have it? Okay, yeah, we can just say you picked it up on the way out.
Definitely had it. Totally remembered.
Definitely didn't forget it. Definitely didn't.
Is the pointy nut, the pointy end and the iron nut, are they nearby?
The
The
pointy nut and the iron end?
They're not too far away. They're not within eyesight, specific eyesight, but it may be a 5-minute walk to get there.
But we know that's where Ruin was going, and we assume.
I think Ruin exclaimed that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I'm going. I need to go look at weapons and whatnot. So,
Velfie, I don't know if you have anywhere else you want to visit before we get ready to go.
No, I was just kind of curious about your question in general, because you weren't particularly quiet about that.
It's just kind of a curiosity thing. I've been trying a long time to figure out what caused this virus, how to stop it, how to cure it maybe, or maybe eradicate it altogether. And I've always sort of stuck to the realm of the physical, be it medical. But more recently, I've dabbled in a bit of the magic side, and I've never considered the concept of the soul as it relates to it. So just maybe it's sort of a progression of thought, making sure I
Interesting progression. Well, if you need any help,
Yeah.
I'm here to help if you need it.
I didn't want to volunteer you or anything, but I won't, turn
I just
down
volunteered myself.
assistance. Yeah, it's certainly a good learning opportunity. For
Exactly.
myself.
That's why I was curious
for
about
you.
this question, because if we can transfer souls, that's monumental.
Yeah, I just have no idea where to start with something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like anyone's ever seen a soul or captured one or proven the existence of one. You won't find it in a textbook anywhere, to my knowledge. So, but Seraphina seemed like the right person to ask. Most people I probably wouldn't want to ask. I don't think I would ever mention it to the Order, just because it doesn't seem to be their interest either.
Yeah, I don't think they would really have an interest. It doesn't really seem like they're interested in kind of, I don't know, like preserving the Order. Like the members. It just seems like if you die, you die. And that's that. You know, kind of the existential crisis that Ruin was having a while back.
It does feel a bit expendable sometimes.
Yeah.
But I suppose that they have the greater good in mind.
We gotta believe. We gotta believe.
Hopefully. But so I don't know. We'll see what we come across. Maybe something that we find outside of these walls will give us more information about souls. I don't even know where to start with something like that, but
yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, that's about it. It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah. Well, if I come across anything, I'll let you know.
Likewise.
Cool.
And thank you.
Of
Such a
course.
great student. An inquiring mind at all times. Never lose that student's mind.
Oh, I'll try. I'll try to keep it in my brain.
You do that.
Love you guys.
And at this time, are you guys all kind of converging back together?
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
make our way over to the pointy end, or are we just gonna like meet up at a spot?
I feel like we
I
met
was-
in the middle.
Yeah, makes sense.
Meet in the middle.
Ooh.
What happens here? What happens now?
Does everyone have everything they need before we set out for a few days?
Ruin. We got a new shield here.
Yeah. I figured, since apparently we have a lot of monstrosities that we're going to be, or horrors, monstrosity, whatever Dalmet said that we're going to be walking into, being
Well,
protected seemed like a good idea.
It's a really nice piece.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know very little about shields, but it looks shiny and strong.
Yeah.
Like-
Sheila doesn't know much about shields either,
They're
Which
like
is
giant
funny,
dinner
'cause her-
plates.
which is funny because her name is almost Shield.
Well, that's my nickname. Y'all can't even pronounce the real name.
What is
If
your
I'm
real
being
name?
honest, I don't remember what you're feeling.
Has Sheila told us her real name before? Because I can see it on your character card, but I don't think
I
she's
have
told
not.
us. Yeah.
No, names hold a lot of power.
Well then,
I'm Sheila.
that explains why I can't remember.
I never told you, dearie. Why are you trying to remember?
Remember what? Move along.
Cheerio.
You know, creating memories in my brain.
I'm gonna stop by the general store and buy some more apples and some sugar cubes for Jericho.
Ooh, can I do that too?
Okay. Yeah.
Those be.
Oh, yeah.
The general store.
Oh God, she's so excited.
Places that we haven't been.
No, I haven't made
General store.
Oh God.
I made a lot of things other than
Improv
the general
store.
store. So yeah, there's just a store like close to the market that says general store. You walk in, there's a couple people walking in and out trying to get things early. A couple of reapers going in, grabbing a few things that they might need. There's apples in the center. They are about a silver each. However, sugar cubes are a
Oh, that's right.
delicacy around here. So those are pretty expensive. So you get like a little box for like 5 gold pieces. Because this is something that is very expensive around here. This isn't something that normal reapers get.
Jericho will be fine with apples. He likes apples.
Okay. Well, so 1 gold piece would get me 10 apples?
10 apples.
Okay, so I'm going to get a box of sugar cubes and 10 apples.
Okay, cool.
Random question. Do there appear to be a lot of apples?
There appears to be a decent amount. How many do you need?
Well, now there's 10 less, so.
I'm not buying them. I'm curious if the effects of the farm have hit the market yet.
Not yet. Not yet. This is like this is very recent, like Seraphina was talking about. They don't quite know what's going down there at the current moment.
I'm gonna do
I
the
think
same as Belfie.
Ruin's also just going to buy 8 apples.
Cool.
5 gold for sugar cubes is too expensive for my blood.
Yeah, sugar is very expensive.
I'm trying to think what Beatrice would eat. Any old leather scraps, maybe an old boot. I'll get some apples too. Why
Just
not?
walk around the building and find some garbage.
I bet you she loves flowers.
Goats eat pretty much anything, don't they?
I have this old beaten up leftover like armor that I had once that I'm not using anymore. I mean, it's just leather. If you
know
want
what?
that for her.
I'm an old man and you can't take it with you. I'm gonna drop 5 gold on a box of sugar cubes.
Ooh.
Oh, we're fancy.
All of y'all give me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, okay. I can see the sugar, right?
Jesus.
That is a nat 20 with a 23.
An 8.
I got a 16.
I got a nat 1 plus 2.
Sheila and Belfie, y'all will kind of note out of the corner of your eye, there is a section of this general store that has like bottles of wine and things like that in the very back corner. And y'all will see Selin like cursing to herself and trying to jump up to the top shelf, and she can't reach it. And she does
She's wearing
have
the top hat.
She does have her top hat on, and she's got her normal barbarian outfit on, but she is. Why can't I? God damn it! Why am I so fucking short? And she's just like jumping up and down trying to get to it. She can't quite get there.
So, Ruin, just to kind of
Like Ruin's like looking at apples and just making sure that they're not like rotten.
just to kind of, nudge you in a certain direction. Selin's over there and she can't reach a bottle of wine, and you're like 40 feet tall.
Oh yeah. How about that?
So maybe you could go help her.
Yeah. How about
just-
that?
I'm sorry, the fucking how about that? It just sent me. How about that?
Yeah, I'll walk over, just be like, you got a problem there.
She's just gonna look up at you. Yeah, one that you have apparently never, and she's like still jumping up and down. Never experienced?
No, can't say that I have.
Are you just
It's-
gonna
no, like-
watch me?
No, I'm like reaching up at where like kind of holding my hand over like a claw machine. Like, which one am I grabbing?
The middle one, please.
Eh.
Thank you. And she's just kind of like standing there.
Don't drink it all at once.
Oh no, you savor these. But hey, if you ever want to share one, just let me know. And she's just gonna walk off.
Ruin, that wasn't so bad. You can be charming. Or not. Okay,
How
cool.
about that? Ruin just goes back to, how about that? And walks out the door after paying for his apples.
I'm just going to lean over to Sheila and be like, he won't admit it, but I think he has the thing for Selin.
Oh, he totally has a thing for her. He's not nice to anybody.
I mean, he bought her a top hat. Like, come on.
That's a cute fucking hat, too.
Exactly.
Like, it's purple.
Right.
Like, And he bought her drinks. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
And you just see this little dwarf walk out the door, like very happy. She's going on her mission. She's got her top hat on. She loves that top hat.
Damn straight.
Now
She
that-
better.
Now that Ruin interacted with her, did I happen to see it then? Or am I completely oblivious?
You're just in there. Sugar cube.
Or did you walk off for the sugar cubes?
I mean, I got a nat 1 on the perception. So, but I figured if Ruin walked over, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have seen him.
If you're at the sugar cubes, you wouldn't have seen it.
Okay, I didn't see anything, but I did pay 5 gold. So,
Yeah, so a
I
silver
didn't see
for
anything,
apples.
but I paid 5 gold.
Silver for
That's
apples and
nothing.
5 gold if you're getting sugar.
Got it.
That's what I did. I spent 6 gold.
Cool. And is there anything else you guys would like to do in the general store?
I want to know the store owner's name, their entire family history, and
So the person who owns this place is named Poppy, and she's kind of one of the only ones in here, and she's just kind of like bagging things for people and taking gold pieces, and very country bumpkin looking. Just a human.
Her name's Poppy.
Poppy.
Is there anything else you guys would like doing here?
I don't. I'm good.
I'm all set.
As you guys are leaving, you
I hadn't even thought of the apples, so that was a good call.
definitely. As you guys are walking out, you guys will notice that reapers are starting to head to the stables. Like it is almost time. Like sunrise is about to happen. There is a small crowd starting to form around the gates for people to watch the reapers leave.
Do we know, or would we notice that there are like fewer reapers leaving than there normally are?
Yeah.
Oh.
what about the crowd?
Huh.
Does it seem about the normal size?
Crowd seems about the normal size right now. The reapers, though, they've been making comments every time you guys leave about how there's less and less reapers recently. And they're
Our
also,
numbers are dwindling down.
you can feel the tension in the air because now they're starting to get nervous.
The citizens are.
The citizens are. Because what could be so bad out there that's causing so many reapers to not come back?
Well, where's Beatrice?
At the stables.
Where are you, old girl?
She's one of the only goats.
I'm gonna give her one of the only goats. Someone else rides a goat.
Somebody also rides a sheep.
I would like.
There's
to
a
meet
cow.
that person. Someone rides a cow.
Milk on the go. It's a ration. That's like a to-go meal. You know.
I
I
want
mean,
a cow.
talking about the milk, right?
Yes, milk, not the meat.
I'm like, well, if we lose our mount, burgers.
No, no.
Jesus
the
Christ,
milk.
fresh steak, anybody? Don't ask where it came from.
No, I meant the milk.
Is there anything you wanted to do with your horses before you head out?
I want to
I'm gonna
give
give
Beatrice a
Jericho an
sugar
apple.
cube.
I'm gonna give Estrella a sugar cube.
I'm gonna give Lucky an apple and then be like, sugar cubes are expensive. We ain't about that life.
Lucky's just going to look like he almost understands. And Beatrice's eyes are going to dilate like that of a cat's. Because, like, she doesn't get sugar cubes very often. You don't give her sugar cubes, and this is, like, really nice. And Streya's just going to stick her tongue out and wait for it to stick.
Great. Friedrich's giving his goat cocaine.
After seeing that reaction, though, and being a big softy, I'm going to go to Ruin and hand him a sugar cube. So, just in case.
Lucky's face is just.
I'm gonna do one of those like, and then give it to him.
He's just gonna stare pitifully until he gets it. And then this is the best thing ever. Lucky doesn't get this very often.
Ruin doesn't get this very often.
We are all in this together.
The feeling is
gonna
mutual.
have a sugar rush mount. We're all going to have one.
And you will actually notice Lucky's tail is kind of flicking back and forth for the first time in a while.
Lucky's happy. Nerd.
Happy go lucky.
Anything you'd like to do with Jericho?
No.
Okay.
I just gave him an apple. Sorry, my computer just started freaking out. I was like, oh no.
Oh no, you're fine. So they are fed. They are ready to go. Are you guys heading out?
Let's do it.
You guys will actually
Yes.
pass Violet and Roe on the way out as they're getting onto their horses.
Those were the names of people that I forgot.
Roe has this
Yeah.
big draft horse because Roe is a big black dragonborn. Like, he is huge. He's taller than Ruin and very stocky.
I was gonna say, does he make me like kind of feel a little small?
He makes you, yeah, he would make Ruin feel a little small. He's a big boy. And then Violet is very short, very tiny, very like, looks like you wanna protect her. That is the one you want to protect. She's got that kind of persona about her, and she's just on a very like small white horse.
I'll give them like, are we like leaving and see them like on the way out of the?
Yeah.
Like, just give them like a nod.
Yeah, I'll do like the open hand wave.
Roe just kind of looks a little uncomfortable. Like, people don't really wave at him very often. Violet's gonna.
I'm just gonna kind of look at him, do a quick little nod, and then I'm gonna carry on.
I'm gonna wave as well.
Have you guys met Roe and Violet? In character.
I haven't. Nope, I have no idea who I'm waving to, but everyone was
love it.
waving, so
Look at you making friends.
I mean, there's
I love
there's
it.
fewer Reapers going out, so we might as well be,
Yeah, Sheila
Nice
and
to each other.
Sheila and I met them in the underground the other day. Oh, wait, was that something I wasn't supposed to talk about?
Oh, I live in the underground.
Oh,
Of
I had
course,
no
we
idea.
ran into people.
I didn't know. I didn't know where you lived.
Give me a perception
Yeah.
check, everybody.
Yay, perception
Body.
checks! I've done so well so far, and that is just as good as before. Oh wait, perception.
17.
15.
11.
Friedrich, you catch bits and pieces, but you hear Theron's getting hungry.
Theron?
Mm-hmm.
Hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know the name Theron?
You would not.
So they could be talking about a giant beast, or maybe their horse. I don't know. Or their cat back home. Who knows?
Cats.
Who said it? Violet or Roe?
Violet, in a very fearful tone.
Kind of hushed, too, like trying to be
Mm.
quiet about it. To Roe?
To Roe.
And is it just the two of them?
It's just the two of them. But as you guys make your way out, again, you guys notice that there are less and less reapers. You can hear the nervous whispers of the crowd mentioning just how little there are. Maybe it's just no one wanting to join.
maybe people haven't been joining the order as much, and that's the reason we're not seeing as many. Or they could just be dying, and we wouldn't know that they're not coming back. So clearly something's not going on like out there. That's how this shit goes, right? I don't know if I want to join anymore. So you hear like really nervous talk among the citizens as they watch the gates open and the sunrise starts to filter through the gate, and everybody starts to walk out.
All right. Circle. Looks like we are heading south to the Druid Farm. Got about a day and a half to get there.
Is that a
Professor, it's been a hot
bridge?
minute.
That is a bridge. You guys know that there is one way in, one way out of the Druid Farm. It's more of a defense mechanism.
So it's like a big river,
That is
not
a
like a
big river.
creek or anything.
Yeah. That is a big river.
We can't fjord the river.
Not this one. And as you guys go through the wall, the light wall that is created for the sphere, you feel the small vibration of your pin, just like normal, and you're able to walk right through. The Reapers aren't really talking a whole lot right now. It feels like the nervous energy that has been along the citizens is now starting to slightly creep into the Reapers too. Why are things getting so much more dark? And with that, would somebody like to roll a d20?
I'll do it, I guess. Since I've been rolling so well, nothing could go wrong.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Cool. Roll me a d6.
Oh boy, something went wrong. 4.
Cool. All right, so you guys are making your way south.
Yeah.
Can I take my staff of Python because I want to show, because I'm attuned to it now, and I'm gonna whisper my activation word that I'm gonna just make up now of I don't know what my activation word is. I can't blink. We're gonna, anyways, it's gonna turn into a giant constrictor snake. Like massive, like it could be a mount. And it's just gonna go right next to us. It's my friend. For extra protection.
Out of curiosity, have you summoned this before?
I have not. This is my first time.
This is your first time. I need you all to roll animal handling checks.
Oh, shit. I killed their party.
Well, it's like a giant boa constrictor.
Yes.
Hmm.
His name's Monty. Monty Python.
Don't get spooky.
That
Just-
is a dirty 20 for me.
Straya is
18.
sticking her tongue out back and forth and just staring at this big thing. She has stopped, but she hasn't bucked or anything, but she's never seen something like this. And it's a little scary.
I'm just like, I'm petting the side of her neck. I'm like, it's okay. I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. We're okay.
And she's like doing the snort thing. Lucky with an 18. He's still walking. And he's just, you can see his head.
I'll just kind of pat him on the neck and be like, yeah, you and me both, buddy.
Sheila, what'd you get?
I didn't know I had to roll 2, but it makes sense. It's staring
Everybody.
at- 14. Oh, animal handling. Do I
Yeah.
have anything on that?
You should. But I would assume.
0. No,
you'd have
14.
something.
14.
No, 14.
I'm the one that's going to be fucked off my horse.
He's going to jump a little bit. Like nervously. I need you to make a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
Or athletics. Actually, athletics or acrobatics. To make sure you stay on.
Let's do athletics because both of them are 0. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, you're able to stay on. You're able to kind of grab him by the reins and get him under control. But having a big snake that is bigger than he is has made him very, very, very nervous.
It's okay. Monty's fine. I control everything about him. he can watch over guard for us. Like, he's fantastic.
Jericho did not understand any of that.
I know. I just like to talk to Jericho.
See,
gonna-
maybe warn us before you make an animal out of a stick.
No. You're fine.
And Friedrich, what did you get?
17.
17.
Yes. Everyone survived.
Beatrice slows down and like just looks back at you. Like, am I safe?
I assume she has it under control. I'm just gonna pet her between the ears.
It looks almost like she nods and then keeps on going.
She's very smart.
She's an old
Probably.
goat.
So you guys
Greatest
are
of all
now
times.
on your way to the druid camp. And is there anything you guys would like to talk about or anything like that on the way?
So, giant snake, huh?
Yeah. When I found this staff, it's the staff of Python, and I uttered the word, and a gigantic snake appeared, but I have full control over them. And so I named him Monty.
Them. Does that mean you can summon multiples?
I can only summon the one because my staff turns into the snake.
Oh, okay.
I figured we could use I don't know if it's a boy or girl. So I figured we could use Monty to watch camp for us or slither on ahead and get an idea of what may be out there.
Are we familiar with snakes of that size? Are they somewhat native to the area, or
Mm-mm.
This is entirely
Very
magical
foreign.
because of my staff.
Yeah, you guys have never seen something like this.
I guess what I mean is like I haven't seen it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Mm.
You can give
I
me
have to
like
find
an
a saddle.
not athletics, like a history check to see if you've read of it.
Yeah, snake history. History.
Uh,
15.
You will know that it's a constrictor snake. It's huge, and it can swim.
Rolled a history check and be like, wow, that's big. And I remember what big is. And it can swim. How did I? Oh, okay.
It can swim.
Wait, Monty can swim?
Yeah, it summons a giant constrictor snake, which has an armor class of 12, hit points of 60, and a swim speed of 30 feet.
That's true. IRL, a lot of like big snakes like that can swim.
Yep.
Which is terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, have y'all seen Anaconda? JLo nearly died.
That's gonna be
Yes,
my
movie.
summoning word is anaconda. Anaconda, don't. Sorry, done. Ta-da! I figured we
That
wanted to
is
wait till we
the-
got out of town. Till I showed you guys.
that's
That's a good
probably
idea.
good.
Yeah.
I can't think turning your staff into a snake would go over well with the local populace.
I don't think it would.
But it would
could
be
helpful,
cool.
like you said.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any new tricks?
Does Bee just sort of like walk on her own, or does she need? Could I like do something on her back?
She knows how to walk on her own. She's
Could I-
can follow.
Could I just sort of hang back a bit and then take out that scroll I got from Seraphina and start sort of copying it over?
Yeah, that works because she will happily just walk behind and
Does Friedrich have like a desk that he folds out on top of?
Like a little
On top of-
tray?
Just yeah, like a.
I don't think I do, but that's a good idea. I could commission one somewhere.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do on your trip? Alrighty. So you guys are you're walking down the path. It's pretty clear. It's a little swampy in certain areas. But everything seems to be normal until you hear this.
Is that a
Just
cat eating
stirred
food?
Something sounds like it's gnawing on something to your right.
You make any sort of perception check to see what the gnawing thing is?
Sure.
We all do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
We all hear that terrifying noise.
Well, that is
I don't
that is
hear it.
not
It's nat 1.
I had
That was a
19.
that was a
19?
nat 2.
18.
Okay, so with the 19 and 18, you guys start looking over to your right, and you see this weird looking creature. Its ears are very pointed. It's got the snout of a cat, yellow eyes, and it's munching on a body. It's just slowly eating off of a dead body.
How close are we to it?
Y'all are not too terribly far away. Maybe 100 or so feet.
We're not close enough to actually see if we can identify the body.
With those perception checks, y'all don't see it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
makes
don't.
sense.
You and I don't see anything.
Y'all don't see
No.
anything. Y'all just hear it. But
You said it's like a cat?
and there are a few of them.
Oh no.
Are they the size of a cat? Like a house cat? Or
They're a little bigger than that of a house cat.
like a Mancoon?
Yeah, probably Maine Coon size.
God.
You can give me a history check to see if you've read about them.
Ooh, can I do that too?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I have. 9.
No, you're not sure
Oh
what
my
this is.
god. Oh. 13.
13. You've heard of something like this, and the way that it's eating a body and the yellow eyes and the face construction, you know that something about magic they don't like.
Okay, so there's something like they were like repelled by magic?
You don't know if they're repelled by it, or if they can do something with it, or if they're allergic.
Oh. Okay.
And how
Sheila
far
and
away?
Rowan are
About
just in the
100
back
feet?
of the. Sheila and Rowan are just in the back of the group going, "So, what's going on with you?"
I hear something weird, but other than that, it's fine. Beautiful day.
Y'all are about 100 or so feet away from them. If you're trying to be stealthy, give me a stealth check.
Has the professor and Belfie said anything about it to us?
Yeah,
Because
can we
otherwise,
point
I'm
them out.
Okay.
I rolled a 15. Well, 12 plus 3, 15.
Okay.
I'd like to-
13. Oh.
I'd like to point them out so everyone sees them. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Yikes.
I rolled an 18 stealth, but I kind of want to move in their direction
Okay.
because
An 8.
Okay. What'd you get, Ruin?
No, I got a 13.
13. So as you guys are walking and trying to be stealthy,
Stealthy.
stealthy,
Yelthy.
one of your horses is gonna kick a rock, and you're gonna see all of their heads pick up at once. And these little yellow eyes are now focused on you and your animals, because you are all fresh meat. And you're gonna hear them hiss. I need everybody to roll initiative. All right, so the order is going to be Ruin, Sheila, blue, Friedrich, red, green, Velfie, orange. So, Ruin, you're first. What would you like to do?
Well, now that I have been told or like made known of that these things were here, would I be able to do any sort of like Arcana check before doing anything else to see something like if anything would happen with them, like because if I'm familiar with them at all? Is it Arcana, History? What would be the?
If you're looking for magic, like something magical about them, give me Arcana. If you're looking for, if you have any idea of these, give me History.
17 Arcana.
17 Arcana. They are very magical.
Okay.
But not in the way that they can cast something. They're very magical, but not in the way that they can cast something. With you not having fought one of these, you're not quite sure what that means. But you know that they can't cast magic, but there's almost like this little shield aura around them.
Well, how are these 5-foot squares, 10-foot squares?
These are 5-foot squares.
Okay, so they are 30. They're about 60 feet, 60, 70 feet away. 60 or 70 feet away currently. Ruin's gonna just 60. Oh yeah, there's a ruler. I'm just going to use Eldritch Blast because I get 2 of them now.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to fire 1 at green and 1 at orange.
Okay.
Because I can separate them. The 1 at orange.
1 at orange.
Is a dirty 20.
That hits.
I think a 21. The 1 at green. Hold on. Bear with me a moment. I haven't looked at my stuff in a while.
You're fine.
So the other one is the 1 at green is an 11.
The 1 at green misses. And you're going to notice your Eldritch Blast, when you go to hit green, almost freezes midair. And you can still see the Eldritch Blast sitting there. I need you to roll damage for that one really quickly.
Oh boy. That one before the one that I hit?
Yeah, so the 11. Roll damage for me on that one.
That's 12 damage.
It's going to redirect it back at you. And you take 12 damage.
Oh, God.
So you're going to see this little cat-looking thing just staring at you in this very creepy, like head tilt kind of way. And this Eldritch Blast that you sent at it is like right next to its head. And instead of keeping going that way, it's coming right back at you, and it's going to hit you in the center of your chest, and you're going to take 12 damage.
Ow. And do you want me to roll for damage on the other one?
Go ahead and roll me damage on the other one, because you did hit.
Well, at least that one did substantially more, or did more. That's 14 damage.
14? Okay, cool. One. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I think Ruin is going to cry a little bit because that hurt a lot. And no, I'm going to stay right here because I can stay further back because I have 120-foot range.
Okay. Alrighty.
So,
with that, Sheila, you're up. You just saw your friend get their own attack
like if you
bounded back at them.
I guess I would just say, if you watch out, if you miss, you don't miss. Ow.
But like, I wouldn't know if it's magic or physical damage that is shot back.
All you saw was his Eldritch Blast stopped and got shot back at him.
Ooh.
Almost like it was deflected.
I'm going to use my crossbow,
Okay.
and that has an 80-foot range. So 1, 2. I'm within range of that. So I'm going to roll to hit with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Okay, that does not hit. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to... No, that's it.
Okay, so this arrow or this bolt that you fired is going to shoot right past whichever one you were aiming at. It kind of goes wide and they just all kind of look at it and then their eyes come right back to you. It is now Blue's turn and he is going to spend his action dashing at you all. So he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to get to there and he's hunched down like a cat and is hissing at you. And is ready for another meal. And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Yeah, okay. So in Friedrich's left arm, sort of bound to his chest, you notice this creepy looking book. It looks like it's bound in flesh. It might be whispering. And he's going to hold it up just slightly. And then you see kind of a purplish glow as I cast mage armor on myself.
Nice. That bumps your AC up to...
Bumps my AC up to 13 plus my dex modifier, which becomes 15 from 12. So I'm going to run the fuck away. Now, then I'm going to... Let's see. That's my action. And I saw the Eldritch Blast as well. Shoot, stop, and come back. Okay. I'm going to move a bit. I've got 30 feet. I'm going to move some diagonally here in front of Monty, I believe is the name. So like 1,
Yes.
2, 15, 20, 25 over here, if I may. Is that a large tree? Is that like partial cover, maybe?
Yeah.
From the other 3, not from Blue, but just to kind of spread us out a bit, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. With that, it's Red and Green's turn, and what they are going to do is they are both going to dash upwards towards you, and that is their turn. Belfie, what would you like to do?
Okay, so you are going to see this kind of very light blue smoke form around each of the creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Bane at 2nd level.
Okay.
So they need to make charisma saving throws every turn.
You said at 2nd level?
2nd level, yeah. So I can choose 3. And then if each level, I can add another creature. So 2nd level, I can do 4.
They all
So-
save.
What the heck? Well, that ruins everything.
They all save.
The audacity.
Can't believe this.
And I will
Okay.
say, it looks like they are completely unfazed by magic.
But one of
Okay.
those blasts hit, right?
One of those blasts did hit.
All right. Well, I need to. Okay. That will be my turn then.
All right, it is Orange's turn now, and he's going to do the same thing. He is dashing to get up close. And with that, it is Ruin's turn.
Well, that changes. Ruin did not enjoy getting hit by his own stuff. That's not. I think I'm going to move right up because Orange was the one that I damaged.
Orange is the one that you damaged.
Okay, then I'm going to get right up into melee with the orange, and I'm going to first, as my bonus action, use Hexblade's Curse. So as a bonus action, I can curse it for a minute. When I hit, I gain some more. I do some more damage and crit on a 19 or a 20.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 sword attacks at it.
Okay.
Or 2 attacks with my longsword. That is a natural 20 and a 18.
Both of those hit. Roll your damage. And then for the natural 20, double everything.
Oh, Billy. So we'll roll the natural 20 first. That is 10. Oh god, I have to do math. 15, 18 damage on the first attack.
Okay, what kind of damage?
It's slashing damage.
Slashing? Okay. You'll notice it doesn't hurt it quite as much as you thought it would. And what does your second one do?
Second one is... That would be... It's still a decent amount of damage, but it's going to be less than what I... that is 13 damage on the second one.
Okay, how would you like to do this to Orange?
I think it would be, I think it's just going to be like cut straight through him, like just kind of like splits him in half. And the party would see that his shadow stays or almost detaches from him.
So yeah, you see the cat-like creature just split in half, and both sides stand there for a second, and then fall apart, and you can just see all of its innards. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I am using I have an ability that when it's a humanoid, so that doesn't actually, the shadow thing doesn't happen, because that's not a humanoid, that's a cat thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I was wondering. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
All right. Sheila,
hang
you
out
were
right
up.
Okay. So is Monty the snake a bonus action? So if I wanted Monty to attack, I'd use... Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I forgot that. So I'm going to use my crossbow again.
Okay.
Let's see if we can hit. 13 plus 3. I got a 16.
That hits. Which one are you going for?
Perfect. Let's hit green.
Green. Cool. Roll your damage.
Crossbow. 4.
4. Okay, and what kind
Crossbow.
of damage is this? Piercing?
This is going to be simple ammunition, loaded range. Yes.
All right, you'll notice it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it did. But you did damage it.
And then I'm going to have Monty as my bonus action. Move him right there.
I do gain 10 hit points back though.
Okay.
From killing the dude. So
yeah. Because I think the python has 5 feet range.
It's within, let's see. The bite is within a 10 feet range. So you could bite from there.
Okay. So let's do bite. And we're going to roll the hit. I rolled a 1.
It's going to go wide. And I need you to roll damage.
Makes sense. And what is it to damage? Just a d20? No.
For damage, you get to roll 2d6s.
2d6s. Yay. Nine.
With that, it's going to go wide. Is that both of your d6s plus 4 or just both of your d6s?
Just both my d6s.
So you would do 13
9
damage.
plus 4.
Your snake, this is the first time you've controlled it, and with that nat 1, he's going to go a little wide, and he's going to attack Ruin.
I'm sorry, Ruin.
Ruin, you're going to take a bite for 13 damage.
Because I have, do I not have, did I get rid of, I thought I had shield. Would I be able to use shield to stop that from happening?
Sure.
Or is that, I'm just, because it goes until my next turn, so my AC is going to become 23 until my next turn.
Okay, so you see this command for this snake, and it just slightly turns to you, tries to bite you, and hits the shield. So you hear feel a nudge on the back of your back. Like it almost like booped you. Really hard.
Control your stick, or it's not going to be a stick anymore.
Sorry, Ruin. Monty. Good try. We'll get him next time.
And Blue's turn is... was there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Blue's going to come up beside Ruin, and he's going to try and attack Ruin. So that is going to be... I do not think that hits. I do not think a 9 hits. He's going to try to bite your ankles, and he just quite misses it. You're able to... You're tall. You pick up your ankle, and it's just like, all right, well, this is how this is going to go. And so he is going to miss. And with that, it is Friedrich's go.
Okay. Even though the snake missed, is it considered engaged with red?
It would be considered engaged with red.
Okay. I'm going to sneak up behind red. Maybe not sneak up. I'm going to move up behind red.
Okay.
To right here.
Mm-hmm.
And Friedrich's going to pull his dagger off his belt with his free hand. He still has the book in his other hand. And he's just going to jab it at this thing. Try to get a good poke on it.
Roll to hit. Since this is technically flanking, you can do it with advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You're welcome.
That one was not good, but give me the other one. Come on. Even worse. 14.
A 14 hits.
Okay, I got a 9 and an 8, so that's not the kind of advantage roll you want. Okay, so it's 1d4 plus 2, so 4 piercing damage.
All right. Looks like it did not quite take as much damage as you thought it did. But you still heard it. You nicked it, and it's looking at you. It like turns around and like just stares at you like the cat that is really pissed off, and it hisses. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
It's mad at me?
It is mad at you.
Good kitty. No, that'll be my turn.
All right. With that, it is now Red's turn, and it's going to try to bite you back. And that is going to be a 12 to hit.
Against Friedrich?
Against Friedrich.
Does not hit because I have mage armor on.
And it's just going to at you. And it's going to swarm you. Which means it is occupying your space. It is all around. This is a swarm of cats that are going to come around you. And they're just going to stay there. They're going to occupy your space.
So what does that look like? Does it split into multiple cats?
Yeah, we're going to say it splits into multiple cats and just swarms you.
That is very freaky. Does it have, like, am I allowed to stay where I am? Do I have to move? What's the
You're
effect?
allowed to stay where you're at. You cannot really move out of the swarm.
Okay, it's like immobilizing me or something?
Not necessarily immobilizing you, but you were kind of cornered from all angles.
Okay.
Do we see like multiple of these cats suddenly appear out of the one?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrifying.
So that was Red's turn. It's now Green's turn. And Green is going to come up right next to Ruin as well. And this would be considered flanking. So they are going to try and bite you again. Does a 21 hit?
No, my AC is currently 23 until my next turn.
And it is getting very pissed off that it cannot quite bite your ankles where it's at. And it is also going to do the same thing. You're going to see it split, and it's going to circle around you, and it is going to swarm you. With that, Velfie, you're up.
Okay. So I think we are going to move right here and thus flanking the flank. And I'm going to use my rapier. You're going to attack with that. That's piercing damage.
Okay.
If I can hit. That is a 19. That is a 23.
That hits.
24.
Roll your damage.
Sick. All right, 1d8. 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. You'll notice again it doesn't take quite as much damage as you thought it did, but you did cut it. And it is hissing. Like, this sounds like a bunch of angry cats wailing in a room. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I don't think so.
With that, Ruin, you're up.
Well, I am surrounded by cats, both literally and metaphorically. So I think I'm just gonna go after Green because Green made more cats appear, and I don't like that too much.
Okay.
I'm going to attack it with my sword.
Go for it.
And I would have advantage because Velfie or because I'm flanking with Velfie. Okay. So first attack is a 20
That hits.
something. 23. And that is... Did I roll the right die? That is my question. That is my first question. That is 8 damage on the first attack. And that is slashing damage. The second one, that's cocked, so I gotta re-roll that one. That is... I think that's a 23 to hit. That is another 8 damage.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I don't want to. Yeah. I'm good. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at because I don't want to get opportunity attacks from 8,000 cats.
So yeah, they're still swarming you, but you can tell you're hacking and slashing at these cats. With that, Sheila, you're up.
All right. Sheila is going to cast Chaos Bolt at 3rd level. So Chaos Bolt is going... Let's roll the hit first before I describe it. 25 to hit.
You're going to actually see
Oh, fuck. It's
your
magic.
Chaos Bolt is going to stop midair. You cast this at 3rd level,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to shoot it back at you. I need you to roll damage at 3rd level for Chaos Bolt for yourself.
Ooh.
9.
Was that at level 3?
That was at level 3, because that's 2d8s.
Okay, for level 3 it's 2d8s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you will take 9 damage from that Chaos Bolt.
God damn it. You think I'd learn. Okay. And then I'm going to have Monty strike and bite Blue, if possible.
Yes, you can attack it, Blue.
Okay. Roll.
Roll to hit.
That's a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay.
At least it didn't try to bite me
At least
again.
it didn't try to bite
Thank
you.
God.
All right. So, with that, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay.
I learned my lesson.
With that is Blue's turn, and Blue is still going to go after Ruin. And it is flanking, so it gets advantage.
Yep.
23 hit.
That does hit.
23
this time.
does hit. That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance and see if I can negate some of that damage, because that's an ability that Goliaths have. I subtract 6 from whatever that damage
Okay.
was.
So you'll
from
take 4
who it
piercing,
was. Okay.
and you will also take 6 force.
Okay. Ow. That hurt.
And they're just like hissing at you, and it's getting deeper and guttural, and it's disgusting. But with that, it is Friedrich's turn.
Oh, buddy. So, with the cats swarming me, can I still see to attack Red?
You
in
can
front
still
of
see
me?
to attack Red, yes.
And Red is sort of still there.
Yes.
I mean, how long was my mage armor last? I think it's an hour, right? 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I should be good for a bit. I mean, the dagger, you said I could see it didn't do as much damage.
You can see it didn't do as much damage.
But now I've seen 2 magical attacks deflected back at their casters. And I think I'm smart enough to not try that one. So I'm just going to go with another dagger attack.
Okay.
No longer at advantage, right? I'm assuming it's facing me after I poked it.
It is facing you, but technically Monty hasn't moved, so you can consider that flanking as well, since his range is 10 feet.
Cool. Okay, here we go. That one's not bad. I think it hits. 22 to hit.
22 does hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, damage. Again, 4 points of piercing damage.
Perfect. Again, you notice it hits, but it doesn't do quite as much. You still left a little mark on it. Death by 1,000 cuts. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, there's not.
All right. It is now Red's turn, and he's going to go for you since you were in a pokey battle with him. And does a 14 hit.
A poke is like Magikarp versus Magikarp. A 14 does not hit. No.
It's just going to hiss at you, and it's not going to move, but it is still swarming your spot. And with that, it is now Green's turn, and Green is actually going to go for Velfie, since Velfie poked at it, and does a 12 hit.
No.
12 does not hit. It's going to try to bite you, and with everything going on, it just completely and utterly misses. With that, Velfie, it is now your turn.
Okay. So I want to try this, but I don't have a good feeling that it's going to work, but I need to know. So I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery, and I'm going to see if that works.
It saves.
Dang it. Okay. I figured as such. All right. Well,
Magic bad.
that will be... Yes, that's my turn.
Ruin, you're up. What you doing? Sheila on deck.
Okay, would I be able to quickly do an Arcana check? I've seen, like, I know that Sheila cast a spell that was like a stronger spell, and it got reflected back at her. Would I be able to check and see if it's like a level of spell or if it's just magic in general?
Give me an
If they
Arcana
don't-
check.
15.
15. You're not sure if it's what level it is, but there's got to be some level cap. These cats can't push away every kind of magic, can they?
Right. Because like I know I hit, but when I missed, it got reflected back at me. I'm gonna keep going at Green, I guess, because Velfie and I have damaged him. I'm just gonna go with the sword because I don't want to miss and have it get reflected back at me. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
on the
Roll your
first one.
damage.
That is another 8 damage.
Okay.
And the second one, oh, that's a natural 20. I had to look. That's my Order of Narvosc dice.
Nice. All right. Roll your damage and double all of it. 2 crits in one battle. Let's go.
20, nope. Math, 19 damage.
How would you like to do this for Green?
I'm just cutting him down as quickly as possible to like kind of get around to looking at. Yeah, it's like cut him down and in one motion just kind of like spin around. So I'm looking at Blue.
So you do this, cut him in half and spin around, and this thing falls apart. And you can notice that the other two are getting a little nervous now. And all of their hair just starts to stick up. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't want to move. Like, I don't want to move away from him because opportunity. I've got things that I could do, but I don't want to risk using magic and having it come back at me. So I think I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Sheila, you're up.
All right, first DM, I was wrong. I take an extra, target takes 1d6 extra damage of type rolled for each slot level above first, so I think I need to take 3 more d6s.
Okay. Go
So
ahead
I'm going to roll those real
roll
fast.
your damage. I was about to ask if Chaos Bolt did a little bit more than that.
5.
Yeah, it should be,
Yeah, it
3d6. Yeah.
Well,
I
at
couldn't
higher
remember.
levels it can, and that's like the first time I've ever hit. So I read that wrong, so I apologize. On that though, now that I know better than to use magic, I'm gonna use my handy-dandy crossbow.
Okay. Which one are you aiming for?
We're gonna slither over here, and I'm gonna aim at Blue.
Okay. Go for it.
Aim to hit. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Oh,
Roll your
okay.
damage.
Bam. I rolled an 8.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. It looks like it did not take quite as much damage as you thought it did, but you did get a little bit of an arrow sticking out of its shoulder. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to have Monty attack,
Okay.
and we're gonna use bite again
All right.
because we're so good at that. So roll. He rolled a 4.
That does not hit. Anything else you'd like
Swear to God, it bites me. We're gonna have problems.
It's lashing out, but it's very new to this, and it doesn't quite know where to go yet. So it's going a little wide. But these cats do not like this snake coming after it. So is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
All right, it is now Blue's turn, and it is still going to go after Ruin. And Ruin does I don't think it does, 16 hit.
No.
16 does not hit. All right, it's getting really pissed off that it cannot seem to hit the person who is slashing at all of its friends. With that, it is now Friedrich.
Slowly wearing down red. I'm just gonna yell, "On guard, you feline fiend!" and jab it again with my dagger.
Go for it.
Still advantage or no?
We'll say you still have advantage. Monty hasn't moved.
Gosh, both terrible. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit, just barely.
Hey, there we go. Oh, terrible damage. 3 points of piercing.
All right. Again, doesn't do quite as much damage as you think it did. But is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I want to disengage. Well, not the action disengage. Sorry. I just want to back up 15 feet.
It's going to get
and
an
then risk whatever
opportunity of
happens.
attack.
Bring it
Bring it
on.
on. It's going to try to bite you. I don't think the bite hits. Does an 8 hit?
It does not.
Does not. Okay.
I like being bitten. Bring it on.
Oh, well, a cat isn't.
That came out wrong. Sorry.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, thank
No,
you.
thank you. Okay. All right. So Blue and Red have now noticed that they are in a little bit of a pickle. So Red is actually going to move away, and you can actually roll an opportunity attack against this. Sheila for Monty.
Ooh, okay. Monty, does a 13
A 13
hit?
does hit. Roll 2d6s
Yeah.
and add 4.
8 plus 4 is 12.
All right, so 12. So it doesn't take as much damage as you thought it did, but you did damage it. Or Monty did damage it. And Red is now going to try and attack Ruin. and it does not hit with a 9. So these cats are just hissing and like, I don't want to say barking, but at Ruin, trying to get rid of the person who has taken out all of their friends, but they keep on missing. And Velfi, it is now your turn.
All right, so I'm going to move. Let's see. If I move here, I would get an opportunity of attack, right? From the cat. I went here.
No, you wouldn't have an opportunity attack because the green cat died. So you are good to move.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And I am going to attack red.
Okay.
With my rapier.
Go for it.
And that is a 7.
A 7 does not hit.
Dang it.
So,
oh, wait, no. I get an advantage, right?
Yes, because you are flanking.
Sick. That is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23 does hit.
Sick.
Roll your damage.
All right. And then 1d8. 6, 7, 8 damage.
8. Perfect.
8 piercing.
All right. Is there anything else you like to do on your turn? These cats are like howling.
No, I'm good.
Awesome. With that, Ruin, you're up with Sheila on deck.
I'm gonna go after red, I guess, since we're flanking.
Okay.
Because Monty isn't technically flanking blue, so I'm going to. The first one is a. Holy moly. Math is hard sometimes, guys. 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Roll. Hey, we like that one. That's a 11.
11?
11 damage.
Perfect. Anything else you like to do on your turn? It is looking
I have a second attack.
pretty bloody.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna use my second attack, and I gotta learn how to read. 23 to hit
That
on
hits.
the second attack. That is an additional 8 damage.
How would you like to do this?
Just clearing them
I
out.
think it's just the same thing. He's just like moving on to the next one.
Okay.
Like red and just turns directly at blue and isn't even. It's all kind of almost looks like Ruin's glazed over and is just like he's just going like instinctual at the moment.
Okay. All right. With that, it is Sheila's turn. These cats are looking really scared, or this cat. There's only one left.
Is it only blue left?
It's only blue left.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit blue with my crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
10. That is a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Wow, I barely scraped by. Okay. And then piercing damage, I rolled a 7.
A 7. Awesome. So let's see. There we go. Anything else you like to do on your turn?
I'd like to have Monty try to bite.
Okay.
He rolled a 16.
That hits. Roll 2d6s plus
then-
4.
He 5, 9.
5 and 9. Is that 2d6s?
2d6, 4 and 1. So 5
Okay,
plus
okay.
4 is 9. Sorry, math.
No, you're fine.
Not
You're
good at
fine. Alrighty. Perfect. Anything else you like to do on your turn?
Nope.
All right. With that, is actually going to take the disengage action,
That's
and
rude.
it's going to try to run away.
Oh, no.
And with that, it's Friedrich's turn.
Appears to be running. I'll give it a try. Friedrich's going to hold his book by the spine and sort of point it outward.
Mm-hmm.
Faint purple glow, and then this ghastly sort of ethereal bell appears above the cat thing as I cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save of 14.
It saves.
Yeah, I figured you were going to tell me that. Okay, it succeeds, so there's no half damage or anything. So that'll be my turn.
Perfect. With that, it is now Velfi's turn.
Let's see, what's my speed? 30 feet. thick. Okay. I'm gonna run 30 feet. And I'm going to use my rapier.
Okay.
And we're gonna do this again. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18 hits.
And then 5. 5 piercing. Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else that I do on your turn? It is yowling.
No.
All right. With that, Ruin, you're up.
So Ruin is going to, or I am going to do a thing. First I have to, okay, so it is 30 feet away. Do I want to, okay, I'm gonna just move up. Oh god, click on the right thing. There we go. Go up here because I can't get flanking with Velfie because that's too far, but I'm gonna continue swinging a sword at it because that's still pretty solid, even though it's only 16.
That hits.
And I'll roll my second attack, and then I'll roll damage for them both after. That's a lot more than 16. That's a 22.
Cool. So both are going to hit.
So that is total. That is 15 total damage
Okay.
with the 2 sword attacks.
Perfect.
And that's it.
Awesome. With that, it is Sheila's go.
Sheila's gonna hit him with her crossbow again.
Give it a try.
dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
Roll for damage. I got a 3.
All right. It is still standing, but just barely. And with its last legs, it is going to try and bite Velfie.
What the heck?
It's not its turn.
Oh, it is Monty's
rude.
turn. I'm sorry. It is Monty's turn.
No, I'm sorry. I was like, wait, did I thought I activated something's story, and I was like, no.
No.
Yeah,
It's Monty's
I
turn.
want Monty. Monty. It's a 14.
Monty cannot hit from where he is currently at.
Oh shit, that's right. I gotta move him. We gotta roll that again. He's got 60 feet.
He has 30 feet unless he dashes. But if he dashes, he can't do anything else.
I'm gonna move him there. That's 25 feet.
That is 25 feet.
And he should be able to bite from that distance. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He should be able to.
Okay. Roll the bite. That's a 13. 13's my lucky number.
13 hits.
2d6s.
2d6s plus 4.
So 6 plus 4, it's 10.
How would you like to do this?
Monty is going to grab this cat by its head and just going to eat it. Just how?
So you are going to see this cat go into this ginormous snake's mouth, and you can still see the lump in its throat
Ooh.
Ew.
as it just nom-nommed the kitty cat.
Oh.
Nom nom. the
Poor
kitty cat.
kitty.
That made me so happy.
So you guys have taken
Phrases
out
that you say in D&D.
the kitty cats, the swarms of kitty cats.
Can I go look at the body they were gnawing at?
Yeah, go look at it. Give me an investigation check.
What do my elf eyes sees? Sees.
I would also like to make an investigation check in
Go
that.
for it.
I would. Also
I'm not a
like to
medic.
make-
I'm not a medical professional or anything, but it definitely looks dead. And that's
So-
about all that I know.
I'm gonna
I
use
rolled a
my
2.
inspiration.
You have
'cause I rolled
inspiration.
shit. Well, I rolled shite.
I'm gonna roll
That's
an
not much
investigation
better.
as well.
Okay. If you guys roll an
Can
investigation,
I-
just let me know what you're getting.
I got a
Well, I got
9.
a 10 total.
10, 9,
14.
14. What'd you get, Velfie?
I wanted to actually investigate the little cats and see if I can learn anything else about them.
Sure.
If that's possible.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Oh, here's my risk. 12, 16.
16. You will notice that they're not a normal cat. They're you can't quite tell a whole lot since one was eaten and the other 3 are like dismembered. But you do know that these are not normal cats. And from what you were able to determine during battle, it's almost like they have magic allergies. And this isn't their original form.
All right. Cool. And Velphy's gonna just whip out her book, write some notes, draw a quick sketch.
Nice. And with a 9 and a 10 for the dead body, nothing really sticks out. The person doesn't have a whole lot, but that's kind of ominous in itself. No pin. This is not an order member. And this does not look like a druid. So where did this person come from? Friedrich with a 14. You notice that, again, dead body has been munched on, gnawed on. This person does not look familiar. You've never seen this person in Sydonea. Person has never come for medical attention. You've never seen this person. And this is not a person who would work at the farms either. But you get a little note while you're patting down the body.
What does it say?
It says Arlo, comma, understood, period.
Does it appear to be addressed to Arlo? Like it's like a letter format, or is it all in one line?
It was like this letter was supposed to go to Arlo, but never got there.
Can I tell how long they've been dead?
Give me a medicine check at advantage.
That one's pretty good.
At advantage because
23.
doctor.
How much? 23?
Doctor stuff, 23.
23. They've been dead for probably about a week.
About a week. And we did everything with Arlo happened. Oh no, it's at Arlo? That's what it was.
Arlo.
Oh, we went to Arno.
You went to Arlo.
Oh.
Anar.
Arlo Anar, yeah. Sorry. Okay, but we did that weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, at least like 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it have been about 3 to 4 weeks now.
Can I tell anything else? Like what species they are? Age, anything like that?
Middle-aged human. Male. Nothing that stands out.
Any sort of tattoos?
Nope.
Anything else on the body or around it?
Not that you can find.
I don't know if I'd be very good at this, but what condition is the deceased face in?
It's been gnawed on. Like, it's got chunks of its face missing. You can see its teeth. It's decaying.
Never mind. I was gonna try to sketch what he looked like, but no, won't be very helpful.
Your sketch would be a lot of empty pockets. It doesn't smell good around here either.
I'm gonna share the note with the team though, since we all fought Arlo together, and to show them like, look, this person seems to have known him in some way. Understood implies they may have been taking orders from him or cooperating with him in some way. But they've been dead about a week, and he's been dead for 3 times as long.
Maybe this guy was a messenger and didn't know Arlo was dead?
Maybe. I mean, things don't travel instantly out here. He's also a lot closer to Sydonea than Arlo was.
And in the opposite direction.
True, because he was up in the northwest of the city, wasn't he?
Mm.
And this guy's less than a day away from the south.
Half a day, I think, is what we've been traveling.
Yeah, however long we've gone.
We killed Arlo.
We did. And we killed someone else with him. There was one other person there, if I recall correctly. Is that right? Or were
Well,
there
it was
two?
the douche in the
Oh,
fox
second
mask.
And the douche in the fox mask, the fox mask just showed up after we had killed Arlo.
Yeah, he
The
didn't appear to be
only-
affiliated with Arlo.
Yeah, there was that other order member that we killed that threw a knife in me.
Yeah, there
But-
was.
Oh yeah,
was there?
stabby
Can I
knife lady.
recall? Was there two people?
So there was only Arlo in that room, or in the cave when you guys fought
Right.
Arlo. The other people that you guys
We're
took
in
out
the
cabin.
were in the cabin.
We're in a cabin.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and we don't know if they're affiliated or not. They seem to have gone mad. But this makes it appear like Arlo's not working alone. Or wasn't working alone, rather.
Working for who or what? The Order?
Himself, whatever ends he was after, he wasn't doing it solo.
I doubt that he was working for the Order, because he said that he was getting thrown away.
He may have at one point. I mean, we knew he was a member of the
So-
Order, right? At one point.
He
We
had
need
a
to figure
pin.
out more about Arlo. We need to do some digging when we get home.
They didn't want to tell us anything. I remember we asked, if I recall correctly. They're very hush-hush.
We asked the Order. We didn't ask anybody else.
True.
Okay.
How's everybody looking? Feeling? Anybody injured?
I mean, I'm slightly injured, but I'll be all right.
I've got some scrapes and some bruises. I'm definitely gonna feel tomorrow.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
I
if
don't-
anyone needs
what,
any healing,
what time of the day is it? Like, how long had we been traveling before we met angry cat people?
It's been about half of the day. So you guys have a little bit longer you guys can travel before you need to completely make a camp, but it's about 4.
I'm good to keep going, and not like.
Yeah, we got a few more hours before sunset, I think.
Let's get some more miles on, and we'll set
All
up
right.
camp.
sounds
What
good
is
to
it,
me.
day and a half journey? Yeah, might as well.
Would we be like, as we were traveling along, would we be sort of taking like a short rest if we were just traveling along?
I'd say, like,
Okay.
if you're just sitting on your horse, it could be considered a long or a short rest. Is there anything you guys would like to do on your way to the druid camp? Any conversations you guys want to have?
Well, on the subject of Arlo, I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know if this is actually related, but in that cabin, we found that letter that still needs to be decoded. And I'm wondering if maybe Seraphina may have some information on secret codes and how to decode them.
She would know the direction to point us.
Oh, whoops.
So I think once we get back, I would definitely like to visit the Veiled Gaze.
Okay.
I agree. Still can't make sense of that code.
If you are looking at it again, give me a intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
I'm looking at it in the just a straight intelligence with a modifier.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's a -2.
Oh
Oh,
no!
That's a 4
Delphi's
-2.
So intelligent,
No!
though.
So dumb.
Just in case
You
you
are
guys
not-
need
don't
to
talk
see
about
this
that.
again.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
I rolled an 18, weirdly enough.
Who
Smart.
are you?
Anybody? What is everybody else's?
I rolled a nat one.
That one, yeah, no.
I got a
10, yeah, no.
Arnar.
Ruin. You notice that the letters are boxed off in 5s.
Looks off in 5s.
If you
I don't.
place the letters in rows of 5, you could read something.
Place them in. Oh, like
Like a table.
oh god. Oh god.
Now
I'm
I
gonna
need a
have to
whole
take him.
piece of paper.
You guys want me to just send it to you to make it a little easier?
Yes, that would
Yeah,
be
you go.
preferable.
Don't
'cause
send it to
then-
me because I didn't pass the check.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess
Oh, that is
yeah,
a-
are you
that is
sharing
good.
this,
Are
Ruin?
you
It's up to you, I
sharing
guess,
this?
if you want to, but
We don't know yet.
Chaos die.
We don't know.
chaos die. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
Okay,
He would share it.
share it. All right, so it is in general chat.
Roll the persuasion check against myself.
I knew it. Amitum.
Bless you.
Meet me at Clever Slug if you are serious. Oh my god! AA, meet me at Clever Slug if you are serious.
Uh-huh.
Arlo Anor.
Arnar.
Oh.
How would he get to the... How would he get into the city again?
Where did we find this note
You
again?
found
In
it.
that cabin?
In the cabin.
But not on either of the people in the cabin.
No, you found it in the secret
It was on a false bottom, wasn't it?
false bottom.
Oh, in that... So that could have been there. We don't know if that had been there for a while or it had been...
So they have like dead drops out in the world. Hmm.
But yeah, AA, meet me at the Clever Slug if you are serious.
Yeah, I can't believe it took me that long to just kind of piece together the 5s on the you are smart.
Who would want to
Well,
meet
that solves that. So,
Arlo at the Clever Slug?
There's a lot of. What is the Clever Slug?
It's the fine dining establishment.
Its name does not lend itself to that.
Think the bar, but
Top tier.
dirty.
Very dirty.
The bar, but dirty.
It's attached to a place called Pleasures. That kind of gives you an idea.
ooh.
Is it in this underground place
Huh?
that I've heard of?
Yes.
Interesting. I've never been.
Same. I have
Just
never been
rumors.
too. Can someone take me one day?
Don't leave my side, Velvy. Ever. If you go down there.
Okay.
Yeah, no. If
Yeah, you should ask Ruin about little pickpockets.
I mean, I almost murdered a gnome.
She was harmless. He was harmless.
He would have been extra harmless if he'd actually gotten anything from me.
Ugh. At this point in time, I'm just trying to like bandage up myself.
Do you
Yeah,
need
as
some
we're-
healing or?
I think I'm okay because I can just take a short rest and that should.
I'm up at, I keep forgetting to hit the apply changes whenever I heal. And it,
So these are two different notes now that we have that seem to be communicating with Arlo.
did now the second note says Arlo understood, right? Is that all that it says on
It
it?
just says Arlo, comma, understood.
So is that would that be Arlo saying that it's understood to meet this person? Or
It is not signed. It's not dated. Neither of these notes are. You just know.
Yeah,
that
that was me postulating.
Is there any similarities in the handwriting? Chaos die.
Yes.
And I noticed them. I'm assuming.
Give me a perception check. Well, actually, I've already answered, so yeah.
Okay. Like, done.
They're
Okay.
both writing, so they're similar.
They look handwritten. I don't know how else you would write. And they look similar.
There's the other D20.
Velfie, give me a perception check at
A
disadvantage.
perception. What the heck?
A disadvantage. Uh-oh.
Or a history check, better yet. Give me a history check.
And that 1 + 4.
You don't.
Yeah.
Nothing stands out.
Ah,
Clever slug. Do I know who owns the clever slug?
You probably would.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, I
it's
just
a
know
man
that-
named
all I-
Horace.
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 Man named Horace.
Who lives next to a whorehouse?
Yep.
Like Horus.
Horace. Horace.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know if you come up with these names on the fly, but
That one I actually had written down.
Clever slug. You said it's like the bar. I imagine it's sort of like a social area where people could meet.
There's-
And maybe.
Yeah. It would be a good place if you were trying to like be secretive to have any sort of conversation, because there was lots of fighting and noise. So if you wanted to be, well, there was fighting and noise and naked people, because
he was gorgeous and you know it.
he's not my type, but okay.
That man was everybody's type.
I don't have the original anymore. But is there any way I can recall what the handwriting in the journal/lab notes that we found looks like? And if it looks similar.
I will say that these do not look similar.
Okay.
Trying to think. We don't
Okay,
know
I'm not
anybody.
sure. Yeah. I don't know. I think we have leads, but, well, I don't even know if you'd call it a lead. A couple clues, maybe.
Me-
But I think our best lead now is just the Druid farms.
Yeah,
we
so we can get back to investigate further as to what this whole situation is.
It may be no coincidence that this person was on the road between
Or-
Sydonea
yeah.
and the farms.
But why down here? Were they coming from the farms? Were they
I don't
coming
suppose
from
there's any way to
somewhere else?
tell.
Yeah.
Are we on like a road? Can we see?
I mean, if they've been
Tracks
dead, if they've
running
been
there?
dead a week,
Yeah.
tracks aren't going to be useful, because I'm assuming, depending on how long whatever we're walking into has been going on, they're not going to have. There would have been deliveries coming to Sydonea at some point in the last
Yeah.
week.
And who knows? It could have been raining out here.
and
all
raining
kind of stuff.
and
Wildlife.
all kinds of angry cat things.
Yes. Thankfully, no more of those. Hopefully, no more of those.
Is it only druids that work on the farm?
It is mainly druids and people who enjoy seclusion and nature. So a few rangers, but mainly druids.
And this is outside of the protective bubble,
It
right?
is.
So, so the bridge is their protective bubble, effectively.
Yes.
Do we know if they have like a crystal shield kind of
They
thing?
would have something similar to what you guys have for camp, but a little larger of a scale. But you would know it specifically only covers their houses.
Ooh.
Well, I
So-
guess we continue on, but I don't know, go ahead, Belfie. Sorry.
I was just going to recap. So we know that this person is not an order member.
Does not
Right.
appear
There's
to
no
be
pin.
one.
Or, okay, I guess they don't appear to be one. There's no pin. I guess. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. But we have these two notes with similar handwriting. And we are very, very far away from where we saw Arlo.
Give me a history check,
This is.
all of you.
Oh, good. History is. I are good at history.
I rolled a nat
7.
20.
Nice.
Well,
17.
With a nat 20. You remember in the false bottom where this letter was found was also the potion that allowed you to travel through a tree. That you all used
And I'm going to relay that information back.
to get into the center
Get
of Sydonea.
The tree strider potion.
I didn't even.
So I'm assuming if Arlo were to have found that note, he would have most likely used that potion to go from the tree to the clever slug.
Not necessarily. There's
I
no trees in the underground, though. At least not that I've seen.
And
Oh, yeah, because it
I
takes you
wasn't
from tree to
seeing
tree,
any-
right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You have to visualize a tree from how it was explained.
Right. Yes.
There's only one tree we know of in the whole city, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So he would have had to have come if he was going to come into the city. It would have had to have been through that tree and then snuck down to the underground.
That would be the way to do it.
Then how would that have worked? I mean,
We
Granted, I
caused
guess-
quite the ruckus.
yeah.
I mean, we did also come through with 3 horses and a goat.
Not wrong.
True statement.
Did now who was it that I know this is going into the way back machine, but who was it that like found us when we came through the tree?
It was actually Axe.
It was like a guard. Oh, it was it was
Mhm.
Axe.
Because Axe said, I need to work on making the gate bigger. I need to figure out a way to get the gate bigger.
To fit the horsies.
So he didn't seem like, or they didn't seem like.
Y'all scared the shit out of him.
Okay, that's what I was trying to like remember, is if it was like a, oh god, what is that?
Yeah, he did
Or if it
not
was
understand.
or if it was a, oh great.
No, he just
Okay.
rushed off because he makes things, and he was just like, I need to figure out a way to make the gate bigger.
Okay. I continue. I guess we just continue on and
About this time.
Until
we
we
set
have
up
to,
camp
like-
soon?
Yeah, about this time, the sun's starting to get lower in the sky, and it'd probably be a good time to set up camp.
Better get the heft on and
yeah, let's find. Is it just like a fairly open? Like, or is it a wooded area? Are we in like a woody area,
This place
or
is
is
pretty
it?
open. There's a couple of trees,
Are
but
we
it's
right by the
starting
bridge?
to like spread out. The bridge isn't too far away. The river's not too far away, but you guys aren't right at it.
So this could be one of those situations where we have things poking at the
Barrier.
barrier again.
Agreed. Is there like a clearing or anything?
There is plenty of clearing.
It's just flat.
Is there something that looks like it's kind of like there's a spot that could be like guarded type of thing, or is it just kind of open area? We're just gonna have to set up
Kind
camp
of an
and-
open area. You have, like I said,
Okay.
you have a few trees, but like there's nothing specifically that you can like hide behind.
I mean, I guess we could go into the small amount of trees that are here and just that'll give a little bit of cover. And if some old half orc wants to, or old orc wants to climb up in a tree like a spider again at any point during the night,
That can be arranged.
that will be available. Well, I mean, that will be available. I mean, just as it's better to have some cover than no cover.
Yeah, something near a tree, some rocks.
Yeah,
something.
I'd say you guys can find that very easily.
Right? So if we find camp, I'm gonna get my crystal set up, say half time, get it activated.
Yep.
Make
Make
sure
sure
the
the
mounts are
horses are
within it.
in.
Yep.
The horses and the goat are
Yep.
inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna also turn my stake back, my Monty back into my staff by saying anaconda,
Okay.
and you're gonna see this big snake slowly get smaller and smaller, crawl up my arm, and then just slowly turn back into my staff.
And I am going to cast Spider Climb
Okay.
and make my way up the tallest tree nearby.
Okay. Give me a perception check to see what you see up there.
Not a whole lot. That's a 4.
With the 4, yeah, it just looks. There's not a whole lot here besides the few trees that you can see. You can see where the river is and where the bridge is going to be. Probably about an hour or two walk away. It is a very large river. Everything other than that, though, seems kind of like normal. Everything is still the awkward, almost too dull color. But that's y'all's normal.
Once we get like sticks together and whatnot for any sort of fire, I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire, so we have heat and whatnot.
Perfect. And ruin in your head.
So the traitors are in the underground. Good to know.
And Ruin just kind of nods to himself.
Perfect. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you guys go to sleep?
I would like to wildly speculate what the Order did with the things that we gave them from the vault. Anybody, like, Professor? Any?
Yeah. I kind of regret giving them that.
No.
I just
The
wish.
Ichor or whatever that was, just because it's.
The
I
what?
don't know. The flask
black
that had the
material.
black
Viscous.
goop, viscous goopy stuff.
It's a difficult position, particularly if you're a researcher or anything, to have to hand over something. But at the same time, we have to provide them at least a minimum to continue going on these types of missions.
That's true.
Right.
So I guess it's finding a balance between what do we keep, what can we remember, maybe replicate, versus do we provide them just enough to keep their faith in us? I don't know the answer to that.
So what happened to Ivana? Like, we still don't know.
Well, because she lost her. This is I have to ask the question to the DM too, but Vana said that she had misplaced her pin at one point, right?
She did.
And
Doesn't seem
then
like someone who would misplace something.
yeah, and then when we came back from our next mission, there was no Vana.
So on y'all's first mission together outside of... No, it would have been the one shot. Yeah, the one shot she misplaced her pin.
And then after she sent us on our next mission, when we came back, there was a different.
Give me a history check.
I believe.
Who?
14.
You can't quite remember the time, but you know it was around the time when you gave her the coded message.
That she disappeared, or that she was no longer a.
Because she said she hung up on us very quickly, saying she had to check on something or verify something.
Yes.
And
then was gone.
yes.
So are we speculating that Vana is involved with Arlo and R?
No.
I don't know if she's involved or if she
No.
found out too much, but
Yeah.
they would also have to know that we knew that. Whoever it is that may have.
Their job's
No.
not to ask questions either, so I wonder if she started asking.
Could Ruin ask a question in his head?
Go for it.
Did Vana ask too many questions?
Traitor.
Oh. That's interesting.
Did you just say that out loud?
Yeah, no, I just, that's interesting. I feel like Ruin would have said, that's interesting, like, kind of making it seem like he's just kind of piecing through all of the information that we've...
Yeah.
How about
Because
that?
there was lots of information.
Well, we should do our duty first and foremost and make sure the druids are okay. And to do that, we all need to be well rested.
I'm gonna tap my pin.
Okay. Do you say anything to
Oh,
it?
Oh,
happens.
damn it.
Yeah, and say, hello.
No response.
No response at all.
Not
Yeah,
at least
we are-
answered.
I'll continue on. We're nearing the Druid Farms. We should arrive tomorrow. Just wanted to check in. How are things back in the city?
No answer.
How do I turn it off? Tap it again, or
Is it like an intercom-y type of thing? Like you
As far
tap
as
it
you know,
and ask a
you
question
tap
and
it.
wait for the answer?
Ask a question, and that's all you know. There's not really an off button.
Oh my god, they're spying on us. Just kidding. I don't know that.
I mean, probably.
it's like
I
a
wouldn't
cell
put it
phone.
past them.
All right, Professor Specs, do you want first watch or second watch?
I'll take first watch. I want to sit up and prepare some spells.
Sounds good. And Sheila is going to roll out her pack and try to get some sleep.
All right. With that, Friedrich, if you're on first watch, give me a perception check.
17.
You hear somewhere off in the distance. Doesn't sound like it's...
How far off in the distance?
It sounds pretty far. But you remember that screech.
Yeah. Was it the big beastie boy
It's Big Beastie Boy.
that was stomping around weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty far from where we heard him. Unless there's more than one.
Does that like at all wake us up?
It's not loud enough to wake everybody up. This is far enough away that,
Okay.
like, with that high of a perception roll, he can hear it.
Okay.
Can I tell what direction it came from?
It would have come from the northwest.
So it's sort of back in the way we, not necessarily the way we came, but at least back behind us.
Y'all are traveling southwest. So it's northwest. So
Okay.
not quite where Sydonea is.
I'm behind us, but like
Yeah.
to our backs. Okay. Well, hopefully it stays back there.
And you would hear the of like the shadows that like to barge in on your crystal. And you can see a few of them just swirling.
But nothing's penetrating our
Mm-mm.
barrier, right?
Nothing's penetrating the barrier.
I'm just gonna, try to remain calm. Continue prepping my spells. Swap out one and add identify to my prepared spells.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do on watch?
No, that'll be it. I'll go ahead and wake Sheila up.
I'm gonna wake up and take
Keep your-
over watch.
Keep your ears particularly perked. There was a loud, maybe not loud, but remember that thing that we came across a few weeks ago?
We've
and
come across a
avoided.
lot of things.
Very large monster type of thing on our way to go to Arlo.
Okay, yeah. The
Sounded like
that
that.
screech.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty far away, but keep your wits about you.
Absolutely. Okay, I will do.
Okay,
Get
good
some
night.
sleep.
And I
Specs, good night.
immediately, old man falls asleep like right there. Start loudly snoring.
All right, Sheila, give me a perception check.
Bam. That's a 10.
You hear the of shadows. Can't see them. But you know they're not in the shield or the sphere. So you should be okay.
I'm just gonna continue my watch. And just stare out into the distance. A little bit of meditation.
And you all can press the long rest button.
Yay,
No.
long rest button.
Yay! Such a good feeling.
And how would you guys like to
It's
spend your
the
morning?
The long rest button actually did a thing for me this time.
Yay! How would you like to spend your morning?
Sheila's gonna do some calisthenics, I guess. We're gonna do some burpees, some squats, stay in tip-top shape.
Well, friends, as I have done, it is time for our regular showing of inspiration.
Yay!
So I'm gonna sing the inspiration song again because I really like this song. Okay. In a realm of magic where dragons soar, a tale of heroes forevermore. Deep in dungeons where shadows creep, a bard song shall wake us from our sleep. Hear the call, heed the cry, courage shall not pass us by. Through the trials, dangers near, we'll conquer all, no trace of fear. With armor gleaming and swords held high, together we'll face the endless night. Through ancient ruins and mystical lands, the destiny lies in our valiant hands. Hear the call, heed the cry, courage shall not pass us by. Through the trials, dangers near, we'll conquer all, no trace of fear. As the bard's song draws to an end, Remember well, my steadfast friend, in the Order of Narvosc, this desolate land, with valor and heart, united, we stand. Yeah. And now you guys have 7 temporary HP.
I love starting my mornings that way.
Let's go.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, 8 temporary. It went up 1.
8.
Hey,
8 temp HP points.
I
Feel even
like
more
the
invigorated.
even number. I like the even number. I approve.
Oh. Well, I feel rested.
Me too. That was.
Feel rested, inspired.
Did anyone hear that noise during the night?
I didn't hear it during my watch.
I was
Noise.
sleeping, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I was knocked out.
That big thing that we narrowly avoided a few weeks back,
The cleric?
going after Arlo. Yeah, it was. It sounded like that out in the forest somewhere
I mean, I
behind
guess
us. But
I'm not surprised that it's roaming around.
it
I
must
hope
be
that-
because we're not close to where we were.
I hope that our friend on the giant tortoise giant turtle didn't meet him.
Yeah, that'd be very unfortunate. Though
But
something tells me he may be able to hold his own.
yeah, I feel like Gibby could do a thing or two to.
Are you kidding me? Tibby alone could wreck that bitch.
I don't know. I mean, from as far away as we were, I couldn't tell how large that thing was, but it looked similar in size to. It was pretty big.
Tibby's the gnome and Gippy's the turtle, right?
Tibby was
I thought
powerful,
Tibby,
man.
I thought Tibby was the turtle and Gibby was the
Tibby's the turtle.
gnome.
Either way, they can both fuck
Either
that.
way.
Gibby's the gnome.
Gibby's the gnome.
Tibby's the turtle. Okay.
That's what I wrote down, but I was like,
Second guessing everything.
I mean, yeah.
Well, with that, as you guys head out, is there anything you guys want to talk about on the road, or anything you want to do while you guys are on the road?
Nothing from Friedrich. No.
No.
Ready to get there, see what this is going on.
Yeah.
So after about an hour and a half, you guys come across a roaring river. And it's very large, and you guys can tell, like, it almost to the... Let me get my directions here. To, like, the west, this river splits off, and that's how this druid farm was created. It's almost like the center island of a huge river that is split in two. There's only this one bridge that goes in and this one bridge that goes out, and that is it. It is wide enough for single file carts, and that is it. And it looks pretty sturdy. It's made of wood. Almost like a very, as sturdy as a suspension bridge can get. And it's very, very long to get across this roaring river. If this bridge were ever to break, the people on the inside are screwed. And they would be completely isolated. You can't quite see what's happening on the island from here, but you can, from the times you've been here, the atmosphere is a lot different. Usually this is an area of calm and peace, and that is not what you get when you get close to this bridge. It's now eerie. It's something's not fitting right. What would you guys like to do?
And I
You said
do.
you said the bridge looks sturdy.
It is sturdy. Yeah, it looks sturdy.
Okay. So it doesn't look like it's damaged or anything like that right now.
Give me a perception check.
7.
Yeah, it's sturdy.
Okay.
Can I do
Can I
an
look at the
Arcana
bridge,
check
too?
on it?
Arcana check on the bridge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 11.
You get a little bit of magic from it, probably something to just keep it from rotting and to keep it in, like, from being waterlogged and things like that. But there's nothing magical other than that.
I mean,
Like
these are
nothing out of the
druid-
ordinary.
Not for the bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
These are druids, so keeping things that are made of nature together would be
Mm-hmm.
well inside there. We just start. So single file cart. So would that be like
2 horses.
2x2, 2 horses?
Mhm.
Okay.
And you,
Sheila and
how
Jericho
long-
are gonna.
How long's the bridge?
it's
Roughly.
roughly 200 feet.
Okay.
It's long.
I guess Ruin will go up. Ruin and Lucky will go up with Sheila in the front and keep an eye out on the.
Give me a perception check.
We'll hold the front line.
Oh boy. Both of us, me.
Anybody
Okay.
who's like looking around,
I rolled a nat 1.
you don't notice a thing.
That is a 20.
9.
That is a
that's a
20
4.
something. Because that is a natural 19. 24.
24. What'd you get, Sheila? Or natural 1?
Natural 1.
What'd you get, Felfie?
4.
Friedrich?
9.
So with that 24, everybody else doesn't really notice anything. With that 24, you see a dark shadow in this roaring river.
Like in the river.
Mhm. You don't know what it is,
I
but you
yeah.
see something.
I would
Dark.
definitely. Yeah. I would definitely, if we're crossing this bridge, I would definitely let everybody else know. Like, hey, I don't know what that is, but there's a thing. There's a big old thing in the river, or a big old shadow in the river.
Would it look similar to the thing that Velfie and I almost got eaten by at the manor?
Sheila wouldn't see it.
'Cause I don't think Sheila saw
Yeah,
it.
Sheila wouldn't have seen it, so you're not
No.
100% certain. You also didn't see the shadow that Velfie saw in the lake either. You remember seeing the tentacle
No.
pop out, but
Would
not the shadow.
Velvy recognize the shadow?
So no one would have seen the shadow except for Ruin.
And
He
I don't
just-
think Ruin
Oh, okay.
saw the shadow in the
Yeah.
So he
water.
told
I
us
just-
about
yeah.
it. We
Yeah,
didn't
you guys
see
didn't
it.
see it. He
Gotcha,
told you
gotcha,
about it.
gotcha.
Yeah, just keep on your guard. There's something in the water.
No, thank you. It could stay there.
I mean, we don't really have
Would we?
any other
Like,
choice.
would we know of things living in this water? Like, I mean, you said I had been down here once or twice before.
You've
Like,
been down
would we
here,
know
but
of-
you've never seen something like that.
Okay.
But a conversation comes to mind. Things are changing very quickly.
Yes, they most definitely are.
As you guys cross this bridge, you guys are going to see some cows off to your right. You're going to see some chickens off to the left. Some herding animals that produce meats of any kinds of sorts, even though you guys don't get meats that often. Some of the higher ups do. So this is where all of the cattle and the livestock are at. And then as you keep going into town, you guys see the orchards for apple trees, the vineyards for grapes, the wheat for all the bread, very little sugarcane plot. This is very hard to grow here. You see schnickelbums.
Do we see any people?
You do see some people working in the
Okay.
orchard and on the plots of farmland, but there's not many, which is very rare. Not as many people are working out and about right now as normal.
Do we see, is it Golmac anywhere?
So as you guys start getting closer to the actual town part, which is very tight-knit, because they do have to have all of these houses and these little places underneath the sphere, so everything's kind of clustered together. There's a lot of people at the town center, and they're all kind of quietly whispering to themselves. And they look very nervous.
Nervous around us because we're
They don't
here,
even
or just
see
nervous
you.
in general? Okay. Do we have we need to find Golmac?
Yeah.
I believe is the name.
Golmac is his name.
Golmac. Do we know where Golmac would be, or is he just kind of working the fields?
So you guys know if he's not helping other people, he's usually at the town center.
Okay.
I'd say we head straight there.
I would.
Let's
That's
see
what
what
we're here.
Golmac says.
That's what we're here for. And
No.
Do we see signs of like damage, destruction, destroyed crops or anything?
You guys would notice that the crops don't seem to be as flourishing as much as they used to. This is typically the brightest place you can see in this world. It's dull. The color isn't quite there. It's almost like it might be starting to rot.
Okay.
Town
This is
center?
different. To the town center. I want to find out what's happening.
yeah, this
No.
is extremely bizarre.
So as you guys get closer, again, the townspeople are all kind of crowded around the town center. And you can just hear hushed voices. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to go out there. We've already lost 3 this week. Shh, I know we've already lost 3, but what else are we supposed to do? We can't fight that. And like just hushed voices. As they're all like crowded around this building that you guys know that Golmac would typically be at.
And like, are there just like, is it a big crowd of people, or are there like clumps of people throughout the town square?
So it's like little like cliques of people, but they're all kind of still
Okay.
like in a little circle around the building.
Okay.
And they are very nervous.
Sheila's gonna dismount Jericho and start walking him, so maybe she can hear the whispers and the murmurs a little bit better potentially.
Give me a perception check.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you're hearing them all talk about like how nervous they are, how they don't want to go out into the farmland or tend to the cattle or tend to the fields or tend to anything they're scared to.
But on our way in, all of the animals and everything looked fine.
The
From what we
cattle
could
were
see.
okay and the livestock seemed to be okay as far as you could tell.
Okay.
But the crops look like they're having a very hard time. Like the druids have
We need to get to
stopped
Golmac.
tending to it.
Oh,
Okay.
And things are starting to, without that nutrition and those nutrients that are coming from the druid's power, everything seems like it's starting to rot. But it's not, the vibe you guys are getting going into this place isn't that of a riot. It's that of they are scared and
Nervous.
nervous to leave.
Yeah. Similar to that of like the when we leave the gates of Sydonea.
Sydonea, yeah.
Sydonea, sorry. I'm so bad.
So very similar.
Okay.
They're getting very
Okay.
nervous.
Is there anybody that Sheila could talk to, like kind of see what's going on?
Oh, there's plenty if you wanted to talk to anybody.
Yeah. Can I walk up to a clique and just ask them, make sure that see if they're okay, ask them what they're scared of?
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi.
Did they send you?
Yes, the Order has sent us.
Okay.
We're here to help.
The last group they sent all died. So, if you can't, so I hope you're a little more prepared than they are, because we don't really know what to do.
Okay.
And we're not fighters in any way, shape, or the form. Like, we just, and we're stuck.
Yeah. Do you know what's causing the fear? Have you seen it or them?
I know that there is this foul thing that has somehow made its way in, and I haven't seen it, but it's just it's sickening. Its aura is just absolutely atrocious, and it feels like it sucks the life out of everything. And I don't stay out after dark. None of us do. We're not doing that, and we go home. And apparently that's when it's I don't know what it is.
Okay. I'm so sorry you're going through this. We are here to help. We're going to be asking a lot of questions because we want to make sure that we all survive, okay? So any information, if you know anybody that knows anything, tell them to come find one of us, okay?
The only person that I would even think that knows anything is Golmac, and I don't even think he knows that much.
Yeah. That's okay. Well, we're going to find out. It's what we're here for. It's what we do.
That's what the last group said.
When
I
was
know.
the last group here?
Earlier this week.
Oh.
Did you get any of their names? Or were they pretty in and out?
They were
Or in and gone?
it had gone pretty. That sounds so terrible to say.
I know.
And you can tell, like,
I know.
here after, like, all these people are hearing this conversation, the nerves are getting a lot worse.
Where is Golmac right now?
We think he's in there.
And she's going to point to the town center.
Okay. May we go in?
If you're allowed in, we can't really get in.
Okay. Thank you for your time. And Sheila's just going to start walking towards the town center.
Yep. I would get I'd get off of Lucky and kind of same thing, have him or walk him towards the town center. So we're like, I don't want to appear too threatening to anybody in
Now.
the town.
Dismount as well.
So,
Is there like a place to tie up the horses?
yeah, so they
outside
have
of
like an
the-
old Western style little, like, tie off place that you can put your horses and things.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna walk over there, tie Straya up to the thing, and I guess try the door.
So as you're trying the door, it is locked. You can't get it open. You can't push it open. What do you do?
I would just outright say, Golmac, we're here from the Order.
Okay. And you're gonna hear the unlocking of the door and the slight crack to open it where you guys could get in.
And Sheila's just gonna, shuffle on in.
Yeah, I would just walk in.
Same, yeah.
So you
Go back. It's so good to see you.
I can't say the same right now. And you can tell this man this furbolg is very nervous. And you guys also know that he is the person in charge of the druid farm. So he looks like the weight of the world is on his shoulders, and it is crushing him, and he has no idea what to do. He's very distraught. And he's got, again, he's older, purple tinted fur, scar over one of his eyes, which is very cloudy. He's definitely not a fighter. He can only see out of one eye. He's older. And he's just, he looks like he is having a very hard time. I don't know what to do.
What's going on here? Like, what?
Monsters, I don't even know if I can call them that, have been tearing at things during the night. All, like, one of our fields is completely gone. Farmers no longer feel safe. We've had a few fall in the orchard grove, and they're ripped to shreds.
Is this only at night?
This is typically happening when the sun starts to go down, but it's starting to happen right as the sun's coming up too. Like, it's starting to leak into daylight hours, and there's something foul, and I don't know how to combat it. We're not fighters here, and the people they sent beforehand apparently couldn't handle it either. But it's just like this presence looms over everything here. And everyone's terrified to go back out. And with that, the farm is, the fields are dying. The cattle, I don't think, are being taken care of properly. And if we don't do that, then Sydonea also suffers. And I don't know what to do to get morale back, because I can't blame them for being scared. I'm scared.
That's completely understandable. And hopefully we are better than the last people that unfortunately did not make it. No guarantee, but we're going to try. Do you have any information? Size, location, sounds even?
Everybody who's come close has died. So information on whatever this beast is, or this monstrosity is, I can't quite give you. I know most of the deaths that we have found have been in the West Grove and the East Wheat Field.
Okay.
And with it being on both sides like that, it feels like we are being surrounded.
And it couldn't have come across that bridge.
Side note, why could it not have?
Wouldn't they have seen it? Or heard it?
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't somebody have seen it?
The
Oh.
bridge
supposed to
isn't.
ask
The
him if
bridge
he has
isn't
seen
like.
it.
The bridge isn't in the bubble, right?
The bridge is not in the bubble.
I would have thought it would
Okay.
have been guarded.
No, they go home.
Never mind. That makes sense. Interesting. Okay.
What time? What time of day is it right now?
You guys
Like,
are
we
here at
got
about
here
like
about
2 midday.
Okay. So we've got about roughly 4 hours or 4 or 5 hours before the sun starts going down.
Gomac, Professor Edler,
Yes, we've met before.
you talk. Oh, I didn't know we had met before. I thought I just knew who he was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind. Forget I said that. I just like to say my own name sometimes.
You have a very nice
You-
name.
You speak as if you've never seen this yourself. Just the effects of it. Is that
Yes.
correct? Has anyone ever seen it?
No. Everybody who would have any information is dead.
I'm sorry to have to ask this. Do you have any bodies that we may inspect?
Yes.
They are
Um,
in our little infirmary that we have.
may we have access to see
You're
them?
more than welcome to, but I will tell you it is not pretty.
I can imagine. Anybody else have any questions, concerns?
I think we have a few hours to investigate what we can, and then we should prepare for what could be a long evening.
Yep.
I would offer my assistance, but
And he's just gonna kind of like point to himself.
I'm no good here.
I think the best you can do is to protect the people here. Do you have somewhere you can gather? Could they gather here? Is there enough room?
Yeah, I can bring everybody in here. And we have the sphere as well. It's just I've been avoiding them because, you know, when your leader isn't confident in their abilities to protect them, it shows, and then that makes the anxiety of the situation even more dire.
Showing fear doesn't make you a bad leader.
But it makes them nervous.
Like it means that you understand what your people are going through. Shutting yourself or locking yourself in a building away from them makes it either seem like you are hiding something or something else is going on.
Okay.
And he's gonna like very shakily go and unlock the door and just open it. And when he does, everyone that was in the town center rushes in and starts rushing him with questions. And like it becomes so deafeningly loud in here.
Sheila's gonna get close to Velphi. Velphi, do you have a song that can calm nerves?
I have a song of rest. Would that work?
It might be better than yelling at them, which was my idea.
That's the thing that Ruin was thinking of, or that I was thinking of doing.
And you can just hear, well, not really hear, but you can see Golmac trying to explain things to people as they have now rushed him as soon as he opened the doors.
Is there like stairs or something that I could like?
Not in this building. It's just like a town hall. Just very flat, open.
A table?
So
yeah, there is a table. There's plenty of those. Plenty of long tables.
Get on the table, Velphi.
I'm used to this. So I am gonna jump on the table and I'm gonna start strumming. I'm gonna play the melody first to see if I can get people's attention.
Give me a performance check.
And then okie dokie. 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
So as soon as you start playing, a couple of them start like turning around and just staring at you, and then you'll start to notice more of them do the same thing as you start playing. And they just kind of get a little quiet for a second. Almost like they're waiting and wanting for something good to happen.
Okay, so then I'm gonna start singing the song. So, in the depths of darkness, when hope feels far away, a gentle touch, a soothing word can light up the day. Through the wounds and sorrows, when the soul is torn, the power of healing, a beacon brightly worn. Healing hearts like sunshine's embrace, a tender grace that time can't erase. And every scar, a story of might, love's healing touch will mend the night. So I'm just like singing this as like sweetly and as calmly as I possibly can to try to like calm down everyone's questioning.
And with that, what was it, a 22? 23?
Yeah.
22? You'll actually notice that the nerves start to calm down, and you can see poor old Golmac like the old man, like,
Oh.
I don't know what to do. Because he has been the leader of this, this group for a very long time. So, like, you've given him some relief as well as calmed the townsfolk down. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Cliffhanger, but also a happy ending in that, like,
Happy cliffhanger.